This is the Jeekly. It's a weekly online Guilty Gear Strive tournament at 8 p.m. EST every Friday. We come in for free, we play some Guilty Gear Strive, and we play for a prize pool starting at a minimum of $50. As you can see, it can get pretty high sometimes. Man, I don't think we've had HeadReceiver on the screen for a minute. Of course, we've had Nightshade all the time up here. We got to see if they can pull it out against this Axel in the first game of the Jeekly. Let's get it. Look at that. The names are correct, too. It's almost like we're professionals over here.
I mean, we are professionals. You know, the 45th one, we're cooking up here. Much like HeadReceiver, trying to cook up, trying to get the wall splat there. And, you know, sometimes Tornado catches, and you're just, doesn't matter if you drop, it's the Great American Reset. No, that's fair. But that route kind of works. Getting some damage here. 6H counter hit.
Ooh.
Drops the route, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely wanted that Vortex to keep that combo going, but Banditbringer, Red RC is going to keep you on top of this Axel until that YRC comes out. Blue Aura, by the way, man. HeadReceiver been playing the game.
Some might say he's been Aura farming. I'm only the funniest. Rainwater round start is still an insanely strong option. Doesn't have vacuum anymore, but it's still plus and puts you probably at a distance you want to be. So I'm liking the amount of times we're using. I'm liking the chilling out here.
Oh, little ambitious with that gold burst right there. Not big enough to clip Nightshade. We're gonna link into that 2K, get the wall splat. Hard knockdown to boot. That's a lot of damage here against this Axel. Gonna stay on top of you with that hard knockdown. What are you gonna do about it? Looks like we're gonna catch this backdash. Nightshade's going to take this round.
And I feel like it's something you see a lot of times just in Axel. Axel's a character, but generally that style of character where they could be so dominant 1 second and then all of a sudden, you know, the rushdown character gets in and you just can't escape.
There you go.
But hey, if you're never on the defensive, you don't need to escape.
Yeah, if you're holding forward, if you're holding W, you don't have to press S. Back dashing over that command grab. That was actually pretty heads up from Nightshade, but we're getting bounced around here. Tornado to block us out a bit. I like how patient we were, but that mental stack means we go into the one vision combo. HeadReceiver cleaning up this first game, but we did go to that last round.
You know, that again, and it's whoever I feel like really kind of gets going there. The second Axel's put on the defensive, it's kind of rough. The second Soul's kind of not able to get in. It's kind of rough. But definitely feels like that it was definitely a close game there. So Nightshade might be able to take it back as I stare into my Sajams on my loading screen.
That's right. You got all the icons and stuff mixed around. Shoutouts to PlayStation Network, by the way, guys. If you're playing in the tournament tonight and you're on PlayStation Network, let the record show that PSN trying to hold the Jeekly back, but we're going to do what we can. We're going to do what we can. Both of these players clearly playing on at least PC so they can stay on the screen. HeadReceiver trying to scoop you up. That 5P does jail you out a bit. 6H did not connect. Within some normals here, but we're trying to get something started on both sides.
And I like Nightshade's ability just dash blocking up, not playing too impatient, which is definitely something at least I struggle with. We see a fair amount of players struggle with, at least against zoners, against Axel specifically as well, but they get a bit impatient and they end up just not being able to actually secure any sort of advantage. But I'm liking Nightshade being able to play patient and then cash out when they need to. Look at the red. Yeah,
cashing now, man. Nightshade really good at trying to keep that pressure going, but HeadReceiver spending that YRC wisely, getting that counter hit. 2H was going to be an awesome combo, by the way. But that burst back and that clash, man, now we're on one more hit. HeadReceiver just needs one more poke. But the Banditbringer Red RC, I mean, that was an OTG 5K, I think, Medikits. That was kind of close.
Yeah, that was an OTG 5K. I'm not sure if the actual Red RC Shockwave hit fast enough there, or if it just hit in general. But Nightshade up around in this game here, looking to even it up a bit, but that's you know, that's kind of rough there. You get hit by the spin move. You know, get hit by the windmill.
Ooh, okay. Nightshade right here. These YRCs for HeadReceiver have been paying off like crazy. I won't lie to you. That counter hit starts off a nice string here. Nightshade did get their burst, but it was on the wall splat. Didn't have a chance to use it, but we'll have it for this last round.
Yeah, and as you're talking about with the YRC on HeadReceiver, on the HeadReceiver there, I'm liking the use of the resources. Just kind of get out Even just the threat of the resources just ended up working out for HeadReceiver there, because, you know, Nightshade maybe seeing that HeadReceiver likes to represent YRC, or like the defensive options meter, was maybe thinking there was going to be a reversal super there, and ended up trying to bait it out. That's ended up in that situation there.
Clean stuff. Nightshade getting one here on the board. Answering back that Axel win with one of our own, and that was a lot of damage if you consider that I was able to capture basically the whole HP bar in one replay. Great stuff right there from the Soul player.
I love when that happens. I love when that happens. The instant replay just catches the entirety of the round before. It's like, all right, you just saw this. Do you want to see it again?
No, no, it's that SpongeBob meme for real.
Yo, run up throw, strike throw is my passion. Choosing to spend burst there. Now we're just kind of chilling out there using the command grab. End up working out kind of more often for HeadReceiver than maybe honestly I kind of thought. You know, that's fairly reactable, but you know, maybe the mental stack. Ooh, nice 6P. Catch the extended hitbox there. Nightshade forced to give up some space.
Ooh, but
5K was nursed up 5.
Yeah, that 5K answering that jumping was crazy, but the tornado through that active 6H, man. It's getting a little scrambly here, Medikit, but that counter hit jump normal was going to seal out the round.
Sealed the round indeed. Nice instant IBFD there. Didn't really push Axel too far away, which honestly, I feel like that's what you want in that situation. You know, don't want to push Axel too far away.
Oh, I like that from HeadReceiver, right? We just took, all we did was just take the corner for ourselves, nothing too flashy. Of course, Nightshade fighting back out here. PRC enough time to be able to block that 2H, but the counter hit from HeadReceiver turns into this awesome combo. Great backdash on the command grab. One more hit will do it for this Axel, and it looks like it's going to be that follow-up of the Rensen to seal it.
Rensen's very scary in that situation. You're low HP, you know, you kind of just have to hold it. Especially because Axel does just have meter there. It's like, if you guess right, you know, there's that RC and just eating more chip damage or just having to spend more and more tension. Ooh, nice backdash on the Oki there. Or it's on the meaty.
Ooh, maybe an anti-air attempt from Nightshade, but HeadReceiver was still able to get that counter hit in, that 5P to check you, the follow-up of the Rensen to scoop you in. Nightshade trying to get something started, the Deflexio paying off. HeadReceiver really good at these defensive mechanics. I didn't know if that tornado was still going to be active or not, I'll be honest.
I wasn't sure either, but I know 6H is definitely a fast enough move where you're able to just catch Axel lacking and trying to charge it up like that. And able to get a meaty reward for it. Nightshade now up 2-1, I believe.
Great stuff. Man, I'm telling, if that was me on the screen, I would have saw that tornado, I would have panicked, I would have dropped the combo and dropped the whole round, but Nightshade holding that W key. I love it.
Can't be scared. You know, you can't be scared of Axel. You know, you see the charging up tornado, it's either going to be, you know, a quick little tornado, in which case, not too bad. You know, you got the life to gamble with, might as well gamble. Ooh. Wasn't sure if that JS was going to catch or not. I'm liking that gold burst to just push Nightshade back out to the space where we want. And now we're just kind of chilling out, throwing out some normals. Nightshade able to just get back in though. Maybe, I was going to say maybe no YRC coming back on deck, but I don't know how much damage clean hit Tyrant Rave's going to do. Barely not enough. Guess for game situation. Able to block it out so far, and there's a wild throw.
Yeah, I think that would have hit me, to be honest with you. Good stuff right there, Nightshade. Weaving in that wild throw against HeadReceiver. And HeadReceiver, man, really good with these defense mechanics. I was calling out earlier the YRCs and stuff, but then we also have the gold burst, which was a nice trade. Right now in this round, we're trying to zone out these tornadoes a bit. Trying to zone out this Nightshade. The faults of the Rensen honestly have been catching us, but great job. I mean, we're like 3 for 4 on backdashing these command grabs, so great tech right here against the Axel matchup for Nightshade.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking the amount of backdashes we're getting, not catching us lacking, not getting hit by those command grabs. Now we're just kind of dealing with a one vision route, maybe a drop there, or maybe just wanted to get the space there, maybe with a bit of a corner presence. Ended up kind of backfiring on us though, because now we're just kind of in a rough spot. Ends up eating a BRC overhead.
Oh, oh, man, that was looking so good for our soul player right there for a second. But HeadReceiver with a nice counter hit to start off this interaction. Wasn't able to get that one vision follow-up, so on a pixel, Nightshade could possibly run away with this, but the command grab seals it. We're going to the last round.
I feel like Nightshade could have had it. You know, you backdash that command grab, and suddenly you're back in. Maybe Nightshade's gonna look into, you know, see the next round going and be like, hey, you know, command grab not catching me. I'm doing pretty good on my record. We're gonna keep that energy going. Nice 5H, getting a nice counter hit. Choosing to Red RC here and getting a nice cash out.
That's it. Combos like that make me want to play Soul. I'm real with you. Nightshade showing off a little bit with these Twitter clips. And the counter hit, / takes it with an awesome display from our HeadReceiver. Nightshade's going to take it 3-1. Here we go. I'm going to throw a graphic up. Have you guys heard about the Jeekly switched up? Do y'all have Nintendo Switches? Y'all have Nintendo Switches, right? Okay. The Guilty Gear Strive Tournament event on the Nintendo Switch exclusive. The Jeekly switched up. It's going to be on February 15th, one day after Valentine's Day. I know none of y'all got plans. $100 prize pool. $50 Joy-Con bounty if you were the highest placing player streaming your run on a Joy-Con. Now, definitely a crazy feat, but I think it's worth the prize pool. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But, guys, check that one out. February 15th. Guys, game 2 of the Jeekly 45, Hakke and Chankla. Let's get it.
All right, we're throwing out some stutters, just trying to keep Millia at bay, but we're just kind of sliding through him, saying, ain't no thing.
Ooh, definitely won that JK to connect, but unfortunately counter hit fake here.
Nice catch on the stagger pressure, getting a nice counter hit here. Not going for Sacred Edge, deciding to do Ride the Lightning, so we're not going to have that shock state on the hard knockdown, but hey, who knows? Maybe we just get hit with a nice little stagger there. A little gift, you know, a little counter hit.
Just a little treat. Oh, I love that.
Much like that
confirm from Chankla in the air. Tried to keep that one going, but Hakke fighting back, trying to make something happen with his 2S, bringing out that Millia special move, the 6P as well. But Chankla, this is a similar situation, but the other side of the screen, Deja Vu. We were on the other side of the screen mirrored in the last round. Hard knockdown coming out again. We'll see what happens.
I feel like Sacred Edge is kind of like a Caldavos, where, especially if it has shock state, it just randomly kills you, it feels like. Also, nice burst bait there. Nice little PRC to block it.
Getting those burst baits out early. That's kind of brave. I mean, like, the same way that you would do a risky burst in the first round, I think you would also do a risky burst bait in the first round. So paying off right there for Chankla, of course. But is that first game? We'll have to see. HeadReceiver getting the first game on the board last time. Nightshade with that comeback. We'll see if there's a similar story here today. Chankla getting that first one.
You know, it's always about, I always say this though, but it's the data rounds. You know, you have so many games you see where someone might take a first round. Our first games are maybe pretty convincingly, but you know, you just get that download game too, and maybe we'll see if Hakke just kind of adapts to the habits here. And no punish on that DP, but you know what? I kind of respect the vision of just run up DP. This little 6P action. So Vortex getting us going. Is able to get the confirm this time. Gonna get cash out for some nice damage. No burst there. Probably a pretty good idea. Just kind of chilling out. 6P ends up getting blocked. Ends up getting hit by the same side Artemis. A little mixed. Don't know if it's gonna cross up or not. Because I always think it's gonna cross up, and then it doesn't.
I wonder if the Millia players know if it's gonna cross up. So I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm an Artemis. We'll see what happens. But right now,
that's the fun part. You don't.
Hakke, of course, got that round lead, but Chankla fighting back here. Good string leading up to that. Hakke feeling that pressure, one of the bursts to try to get some distance here, and it's paying off with that PRC forward, but Chankla, with that PRC slowdown, was able to DP back, and now we're just trading lights back and forth. This looked like Street Fighter for a second, how we're just trading these normals, not doing anything too crazy.
And there's the Scum Dipper getting some nice damage here, and drops the route, but gets a counter hit for it anyway. Doesn't matter, we're resetting. And that evens up the rounds.
Even up those rounds, man. Unfortunate right there. Paying off for Chankla. FUJIAR getting FD'd out. Great stuff. Hakke trying. I think I saw the 6P, but maybe a little too late. The Artemis fighting back in this slowdown with that Artemis connection. We're able to get the grab in as well, but Chankla still fighting back with that Kai Wild Assault route. RTL cashing out right away.
And I don't know if you, I don't know if you caught that. You know, the name got the Goffy ass game, and you know, just FUJIAR 7 times in neutral. I'm loving this.
The Goffy,
I mean,
the Goffy game.
That's probably actually not that bad against Millia, just due to how much she must be in the air, and the amount of times I've gotten like randomly anti-aired by FUJIAR is insane.
Great stuff right there. We were able to get that burst last second. But I mean, I don't know. I'd probably, honestly, go to game 3. Go game 3. Cash it out. See what we can do here. Got to slow down things a bit. It's always a bad, you know, I don't envy the position of the Millia player who needs to slow down the match, right? Because
yeah, especially FUJIAR getting a nice late counter hit, letting us get set up on our pressure here, and we're just doing it. Ends up shimmying corner steals. You know, I didn't expect that. We're just FUJIAR.
Some great stuff right here, man. This is a good Millia route. I love seeing this. Wanted to keep it going. I think that jump JK may have been another plan in the books for Hakke. Chankla trying to get out of this corner with FUJIAR. Hakke keeping you here with these lows. Didn't get the punish on that Iron Savior. Chankla going to run you down mid-screen.
Okay, able to just, you know, stabilize a bit. Momentum was beginning to shift, but able to stabilize, close out the round. You know, still alive. Not going out yet. Having to just block Kai though.
Ooh, okay.
Liking the backdash, trying to let Millia land and then maybe catch her, but end up getting a bit of a far slash. Tries to go for a throw there, ends up getting counter hit, and now we're dealing with Millia corner pressure. Kind of scary.
It's looking good too, but Chankla with some good blocks. Great 6P right there. Chankla trying to take their turn back, but this is Guilty Gear Strive, and everyone's got a 6P. Chankla's on top of you with this Wild Assault. 5D is going to be the mix. RedIAmNot that turn into a combo, but man, unfortunately, the drop turns into a counter hit, and Chankla is able to cash out the damage regardless.
It's the Great American Reset, and the 5K caught. I'm assuming that was a 2S. Nice little 5K. Just it's insanely active. It feels like. Ooh. Not getting hit by the late stagger this time. Now we're just kind of running our game plan here, getting a nice disc set up. Don't matter, don't need the disc hits anyway. We're chilling out.
Unfortunately, getting hit by that heavy stun edge. Marky trying to buy some distance here. Trying to get away from that stun. I almost call it Scum Dipper. Away from Chankla. Oh, whoa! That was a sick call out to the stun edge. Command dashing through with S-Disc as well. And we... Oh, okay. I gotta be quiet. This is crazy, Hakke. Oh, my God.
Ooh. Ends up dropping the route, but it doesn't matter. We get the Capel hit anyway. One more hit'll do it. And that'll do it.
Oh, no bias. No bias. Good stuff right there from our Millia player.
Cheek wasn't sweating for a second, guys. Don't worry.
It was. I mean, that Hakke. Unfortunately, the replay doesn't catch how much you were cooking there for a second, homie. Got a little scrambly. It's all good. We're gonna cash out, get that round on the board. Trying to slow down this Kai, man, and it looked so good in some of those last interactions.
100%. We were definitely able to, get a hold on how to contain, you know, Chankla's Kai coming through here. We get caught by a couple of the FUJIARs, but I feel like once, you know, we're getting a pulse on how they want to throw those around. And from there, I think it could be all Hakke.
Oh, I probably wanted to get that wall splat with S-Disc. Unfortunately, Chankla turning this into their benefit after that wall splat. didn't happen. Turbo Fall getting thrown, and Hakke getting a lot of damage from that Kai combo, trying to get out of this corner with the YRC, but a great mash from Chankla confirms the round and puts us on set point.
Definitely a lot of strong decisions from Chankla here. Just throwing, either guessing or seeing the Turbo Fall and just knowing, you know, getting Millia out of a situation where she wants to be, you know, just in that corner running her game plan, just instantly throwing her out. It's got to do damage to the mental too, you know, you're like, yo, damn, where'd all my momentum go?
Ooh, Hakke getting this throw. Trying to keep the momentum in their favor. But Chankla confirming into this RTL against Millia, man. It's going to hurt.
Looking
Hard
like
knockdown. We
Season
do
1.
got a lot of resources to spend, though.
Looking like Season 1 Kai, 2 hits in RTL. I'm liking it. Ooh, nice backdash into the block on the stun dipper. I almost said scum dipper.
It's a Freudian slip, man. It almost got me, too.
Nice 6P counter hit here. Not getting a full route there. Fujark does not have that big a bounce anymore. Hakke though. Ooh. Nice PRC DP, noticing that they were going to get caught by the Artemis, and that's able to let them close out the game. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's even. Nice counter hits though from SeñorGangstar. The gunflame catching. We can't be backdashing. No clean hit Tyrant Rave there. One more interaction will do it. And that's SeñorGangstar up a pretty quick round 1, Jeek. Definitely with a perfect.
Definitely a strong round. Holy moly. That would have been that situation where if we did the replay would have caught the whole round, but wild throw coming out here, trying to keep this momentum going. Very solid first round. And now Vampire getting beat up here a bit. Gonna go into this hard knockdown. Gangstar kind of running away with this one. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Vampire does have a chance here with this burst, and then we are gonna build that tension. We're gonna start with the wolf kick, fighting back, but Gangstar gets it with that 2K check, sealing out a quick first round.
Quick first round indeed. And one thing I'm really liking that I'm seeing is, you know, SeñorGangstar just able to catch really any backdash, any button press, just definitely on point with timing their meaties there. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Good stuff. Gonna keep this one going. Gonna keep this one going. Let's go, Atlas. Get that dub. We got some Atlas fans. Let's go. We got some Atlas fans. So Undeadvampire, I think, also going by Atlas, if I'm not mistaken, Atlas Knights. So when I shouted that follow earlier, I was talking about Undeadvampire, of course. I think it's their start GG name. So that's what we defaulted to. But Gangstar right now, swapping colors, getting checked a little bit at the start of this round, but now we're fighting back.
Nice reversals. We're catching the wild throw attempt, not getting hit by that. And then we saw that represented in game 1. Now we're just kind of running our game plan here. It gets hit by the cross up, finds its mark. Just kind of back on the defensive though, and I think that's going to close out round 1. Gangstar able to reverse it. You know, reverse momentum quick and just get it. Hey, stop that.
And the life totals were so low for how quick that round was. I think both of our players were cooking there. Of course, right now, Gangstar with that round lead, but Vampire trying to get you on this cross-up. Great defense from our Soul player. Go ahead and catch it with the Fafnir as well. Man, these wild throws are paying off.
There's that wild throw on wake-up option again. It's definitely strong, especially with the metal stack kind of Soul can apply. Just, it's like, hey, you mess up, Soul is 50 meter, you suddenly die. So it's definitely a strong option to represent. Couple whiffed H normals, letting us kind of revert back to the neutral, kind of a scrambly situation here. But SeñorGangstar able to get a nice 2S to counter and close out game 2. Looking to close it out quick. We're trying to speed run getting into the next round here.
But I mean, with that being said, I mean we're fighting back. Atlas, Undeadvampire right here, fighting back, getting these lights, trying to get these combos started here against Gangstar. And I mean, we have the routes, right? We're going for the cross ups. But with some great defense from our Soul player, able to steal that corner back, able to Fafnir us into the corner as well. We got some good Soul play coming out. Gangstar showing that they're really strong here. Atlas is going to have a big answer if we're going to bring it back.
And we were starting to see some of the answers as well, you know, not getting caught. Notice that, hey, they happen to be going for, you know, that wild throw and wake up a lot of times. We're just going to escape and, you know, hit some damage, get some cash out going out. So looking to see some more of that adaptation throughout the throughout game 3 here as we get started. I like that, you know, a bit of a more defensive round start. I'm liking it. Ends up getting caught by that 2S. Now we're just kind of back in a scenario where we might be eating a ton of damage here. There's a clean hit DP. Not DP, sorry. Clean hit timer and rave. It's technically a DP as well. You know, it's got that involved. I didn't even speak.
Gangstar with the perfect going on this set point. Showing they're confident, trying to make their way through this winner's side. Atlas right here trying to get something started, and it's going to with that wolf kick, but Gangstar saying, hey, you got to earn those meaties. Going to DP right through. I like that JP able to go through the projectile, but Gangstar fighting back with these slash normals, able to get the wall splat into that clean hit as well. A lot of damage, not enough to kill. We have one more interaction here. What do we got? Undeadvampire.
I like the gold burst there, and I like the decision to back off. Noticing we were at a low life total, would have gotten caught by DP, but able to 6S and close out the round.
If y'all aren't hit, man, you got to go check out !YouTube. Check out the tskrBrian birthday bash. Ended up running an awesome tournament with this guy with a $1,000 prize pool. Shout out to tskrBrian for bankrolling that one. But here he is on the screen actually playing today, trying to get something started against this Happy Chaos.
Brian definitely tried to, well, we're bankrolling our meter there, getting a nice little gold burst. Resetting that eddy meter. We have 100 meters, so we can definitely make some devious mix happen. What are we doing? Nice little empty into 2K. And I think that's gonna close it out. Yeah, it is. You can never know on Guilty here. Sometimes guts is just guts.
Man, guts is definitely something you don't need to learn until super later on. Something that's so ambiguous to me. I'm gonna keep it real. I when Anji's on the screen, I say Japanese guts. When Faust is on the screen, I say he has no guts, and that's all I know.
That's real, actually. When we see Oscar on the screen, you know, that's a bit more advanced learning. You know, sometimes he is the most effective health, and sometimes he's chip. Just waiting on our eddy meter to come back here, getting hit by the strike throw, not spending any of our resources. Nice burst out, try to escape.
Rio does have a lot of tension here to spend if we can get a nice hit here with Brian with that round lead and baiting this YRC. It's looking good for our Zato player, able to seal out this first game. Oh, that was a, whoa! Did you see that?
That was kind of cool. I've tried to do that, like, intentionally. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. You can get the super flash still.
I've never seen that before. I was taken aback.
It might be something only Zato can do.
Maybe a spectator thing?
It was either that, or I'm thinking maybe, you know, due to how Zato and Eddie kind of interact, but they both kind of came out at the same time. Or at least the inputs were done really similarly.
Anyone watching Brian's stream, did that show up on his stream, by the way? Shout out to tskrBrian. All right, can I type it out quick enough? Let's see, at tskrBrian. Yo, shout out our homie. Is that it? No matches? I gotta get a mod to help me, sorry. We're going to start this round. Happyrio with that gun clip, going to try to juggle you a bit. Brian did not want to give away that positive bonus. Wants to get some distance here to get that Eddie out, but Rio fighting back despite the burst. And the whiff grab means it's going to be some good damage for our Happy Chaos player.
Just walking around, had the resources to spend to just kind of keep throwing out the gunshots. You know, able to just kind of cover ourselves in case anything happened. And now we're in a pretty good scenario. Brian blocking roll. I'm not doing that. Blocking the tap dust. Can't block it a second time, though. You know, sometimes the second time gets it. It's like ABBA hop kick and a hop kick. It's real. There's that Zato pressure getting caught by that 2K. Situation's now reversed, though. I'm really liking Happyrio's strike throw game. It's definitely something, you know, looking like Street Fighter 6 with the throw loops. Nice burst bait as well, and I think that'll close out the game. Rio going fast.
Yeah, Rio with the clapback, man. Definitely, I mean, a fast round for our Zato player, and then a fast round with Rio right back. Great stuff. And a burst bait as well. I mean, that's his payback, right? Brian getting the burst bait in the last game to finish it off. Rio doing it right back to you, saying, hey, homie, I can hold down back too.
You know, instead of band for band, it's bait for bait. Yeah, I'm definitely liking how Rio's been managing the resource. We haven't seen them kind of go out of either like run out of concentration, I don't think too often, and recognizing definitely in that corner situation we saw earlier, where they had enough ammo to just kind of dump it all out and still have pretty good pressure, you know, just cover us, do something risky, and was able to recover it all. Ooh, nice catch on the Eddie as we cancel the oppose there. Ooh, catches the throw attempt. That's a nice counter with some risk attached to it. So look at the red, look at the damage. It's going to be a guess for game situation. What are we doing, Rio? Gee, I don't know what we're doing, honestly, you know.
Well, Brian right here with some good defense. Unfortunately, getting caught by that stagger. Rio going to confirm it with that quick red RC, turning into a perfect also. Yeah, that HC round, man, when you get that positive bonus looping, especially so early on, it can hurt a bit. But Brian right here, going to catch you with that empty hop low. Command grab as well with the oppose. That's so vicious.
And it's that old reliable. You know, we've definitely seen Brian just definitely seen a lot of success with that. It's like that empty jump kind of 2K, 2D kind of situation there.
Yeah, I love
a lot.
Brian. If you watching Brian stream, he will do that 4 times in your face. He'll do the jump, cancel, fall down, jump, and he'll do it 4 times, waiting for you to press a button. He's like, "Yo, are you awake?" So we'll have to see if that we'll see if that comes out. But right now, a lot of respect from both our players, playing some honest gear right here. I say honest, but we got a Happy Chaos trying to fight back. Rio getting some stuff started here.
100%, and I like that decision there. You saw that quick little unsummon right when Happy Chaos was about to fire the gun there. So, you know, Eddie ended up not getting caught after the end of Frog. But unfortunately, it's looking like Rio, at least fortunately for Brian, it's looking like Rio's kind of, you know, running away with it here, getting some pressure started. Brian able to kind of recover, maybe stabilize it a bit.
Yeah, the YRC slowing things down. Unfortunately, still get caught with that curse. But the 5D RC is going to build this burst back from Rio. Brian going for the command grab. Will the OTG do it? Oh, no, the grab itself clears it. Great stuff right there from our Zato with a nice command grab to seal that round.
Yeah, that was kind of clean. I honestly didn't expect the grab to do that much damage either. What was that?
Yeah, that was a lot of damage, man. I didn't think that was going to kill either, to be honest with you, but...
We were talking about, you know, Guilty Gear Guts. It's like a jump scare every time.
It's
you know, if you really like gambling, just play Strive. And just Happy No Guts Chaos. So real.
So real. What's going on, Noob2, by the way? What's going on? And Lebowski for that follow that I shout you out. Master Shake and Lebowski, thank y'all for those follows. Y'all are here at a good time. It's a JKLY 45, y'all. $50 prize pool. Exclamation point match Reno. Claim some of those free codes if you can. In the meantime, Rio's got some gun flips. 5D does get blocked, but that shot keeps it going. Brian with some good defense here. Getting caught with that stagger situation. Rio going to cash out with the super.
Really amazing offense just here from Rio. Just able to, you know, it can't block forever, unfortunately for Brian. But I'm just liking just keeping that at the ready. Well, I guess at the ready. You know, able to just keep taking advantage of those plus frames to really just gotta keep us going. Brian able to kind of, you know, throw us into the other corner. And is that what you're talking about? The you know, little fall down, a little 2K?
Yeah.
Catch us sleeping?
Yeah, Brian will do that 4 times in your face saying, hey, you playing? But right now, Rio is playing. Rio's playing the game right now. Getting this round and full burst as well. Great stuff, Brian. Able to spend someone Wild Assault if we had that chance, but the counter hit on the 2S, unfortunately, not a great start.
I saw that 2S come out. I just don't know if the active frames were out yet. That was unfortunate. Deciding to just go for the throw ender there. Keeping our pressure going. Eddie has run out, though, but we got Sword Super on deck. Getting a nice wall break here. 100 meter on Happy Rio side there here, so we can kind of just, you know, spend it out if we need to. Choose to spend burst instead. We have super concentration up. And honestly, we could just do it again if we really wanted to. We can kind of just spend concentration however we want at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the world's your oyster is the HC right now. Do you want to get in their face? Do you want to stay full screen? But Brian, clapping back. I don't know if it'll be enough to kill, but it's going to be close right here. Still has the 50
tension. I wonder if Clap Super would have killed, but either way, it's a really scary situation for Rio here. And definitely realizing that, so we chose to play a bit more passive, a bit more safe, ends up getting caught by Frog.
Able to seal that round, put it on set point, man. Both these players are so good. I mean, showing us masterclasses of their character. Happyrio, many-time top 8er, by the way, here at the JKLY. Brian as well. So definitely two very strong players. Rio,
both players definitely certified Jeekers.
Certified Jeekers, man. We gotta come up with something, some kind of name for them.
I was trying to think of. I'm trying. You know, I'll think of it. I'll get back to you.
Yeah. We'll workshop it later. We'll workshop it later right here. But Happyrio got that curse applied. Unfortunately, couldn't keep the air grab going. But Brian, with a little bit of a float to mix up that fall down post with grab in the air. Rio still going to seal the round on that roll. We're going to game 5.
That was a crazy interaction, though. I'm liking the recognition that, hey, my air throw whiffs. I'm kind of stuck in BRC slowdown here. It's going to be kind of scary. I'm just going to float up. Play it safe for a bit. See what Rio wants to do.
Great stuff. We're flying through. This is a pretty fast game 5, I'd say. I don't know. Definitely a pretty fast game 5. I mean, had some fast games all day. Even with the back and forths. But right now, Rio, of course, getting another one on the board against tskrBrian.
I think this is the first game 5 of the JKLY 45.
First game, yep. You're spitting. That's
hopefully many game 5s to come.
I was watching Brian's stream earlier today, and he was roasting some of the Zato colors, so we'll have to see which one he whips out now.
What are your thoughts on Zato colors? Give me a color 8 review.
Someone who doesn't play them, I'm whatever. They're all cool. They're all
fair.
cool to me. I don't know. They're whatever.
I really like the denim kind of fit on Zato, though. I feel like it definitely works with the blonde.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. I definitely like this color 11. Definitely. Not many people like color 2. That's the white Zato. If you catch my drift, but here we go, Brian.
Yeah.
With that yellow aura, by the way, some good defense here against Rio. Not getting caught by the stagger this time. This time we're fighting back with that 2S, but in the gap, Rio gets a throw in.
And that throw might prove to be invaluable for Rio because we were out of concentration in that moment. Kind of had to hold something, make something happen, get some space for us to recover our ammo, recover our concentration, and that's just what happened with that throw. And now we're in a situation we kind of close out the round here. YRC comes out. Now we're both playing neutral. Dodging curse, ends up getting caught by gun, Sometimes get hit by the other curse, that being gun.
Yeah, 2 curses coming out. Going to start with that counter hit 2D. Rio juggling you around a bit. Brian just getting that burst back on the wall splat. We'll have to see how we use it post wall break. Not able to get that curse because Brian holding the W key, fighting back. Rio bursting out to try to get some distance to zone, get some focus as well, but Brian ran you to the corner. Nice mash to fight back out. Rio's got you here too, but the burst comes out.
And I love that mash to catch Eddie there. And that might end up being fatal as we kind of need to wait it out. Gets hit by the tap dust, and that's going to be Rio closing that out 3-2 in a pretty convincing fashion that last game.
Welcome to the next match, y'all. We got MegaRura coming up on the screen against our friend Chankla. Chankla, of course, playing some awesome Kai earlier. Going to see if they can keep it up. MegaRura after HP down. Chankla trying to get something started here with that heavy sun edge. 5D getting blocked. Does this connect?
I'm really liking a lot of these extremely high rolly options, and we saw that in the match against Hakke as well. But you saw just button button DP, charge dust DP, knowing that MegaRura is definitely going to want to swing and taking the round in an insanely convincing fashion off of just high rolling.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need, man. Go for that high roll, especially in the early rounds, right? This is when you can afford to get away with this kind of stuff. Guilty Gear Strive, of course, is first to 3. MegaRura right now trying to check you here in the corner. HCAB hits the first one, doesn't get the follow-up, but we're going to keep this string going. Tether applied. What's the mix going to be? It's definitely a nice Tsukiyomi that you can represent with those Yozansons when that S tether is applied, but Chankla on a pixel of HP, able to get out of this corner. Stun Dipper doesn't connect, and MegaRura's trying to get one more hit. Can they do it?
I like the patience there. I was kind of waiting to see if we were going to see just a run-up kind of Stun Dipper, just because we had that meter. I'm liking the patience here. Just running under that Stun Dipper, getting a nice little far slash. I'm liking the switch up to the pretty insane patience from Chankla here.
Oh, nice anti-air from MegaRura fighting back against Chocolate. Bar Slash going to catch that backdash. H-Cap getting blocked, and I think that FD was able to get us the punish. Great stuff. Getting that second hit of the Tommy. He's going to fight back. Doing a lot of fast inputs here. Yozantin's going to go ahead and turn into a nice combo. Chocolate does get that burst back. Didn't have to spend it, though.
Yeah, one thing I'm liking that I'm seeing, amazing burst bait, just instantly closing that out. But one thing I'm liking that I'm seeing is you're seeing MegaRura just recognize almost immediately that, you know, Chonkla's representing the JH, just a lot of those aerial options extremely often, you know, so just throwing out 6P pretty regularly and pretty confidently is paying off a ton.
Burst bait the sealed as well. Great stuff right there from MegaRura. I mean, that was a close round, though, man. MegaRura, of course, taking it off in that first game, but definitely seen some cool stuff from Chonkla. Taking some risks at the beginning, but, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, you can get away with that in that first game. It's what you can do in a first to 5. First to 3, excuse me, best of 5.
100%. That's a Tommy. Block both hits. It's effectively kind of back to neutral.
I like that. Chonkla fighting through that Tatami really heavily, right? With the 2P and the bar slash. MegaRura gonna keep on top of you though. Nice anti-air close slash, getting that burst from MegaRura. 5K for that reset. Not enough to kill with the 6H on a pixel. Chonkla does have resources to spend too, but it's not gonna matter. JS to seal the round. Great stuff right there from MegaRura.
One thing I'm really liking that I'm seeing from Chonkla here is they're just not playing afraid. They're like, hey, if I die, I die. It is what it is. I'm just gonna keep high rolling. I'm just gonna, you know, randomly swap it up. And it seems to be, you know, at least for the most part, working out pretty good. Getting a nice counter hit JH here, getting a nice route going. Not going to be able to get a wall break, but honestly, keeping Baiken in corner might be worth it. MegaRura escaping.
Oh, that was gnarly. The 4P, I'm assuming the 4-frame 5P, excuse me. Then baiting the DP, that was great stuff, but Chonkla fighting right back with that stun dipper RC, man. Not enough to kill Mega on just one more hit, and looks like the Far Slash is going to take it. We're going to last round of this second game.
That was looking like a pretty big, you know, MegaRura just trying to close that out, get that comeback in that round, but Chonkla able to just close that out.
Ooh, okay. Bar Slash is paying off here. Burst to keep yourself safe, and you had to do that unless you wanted to go through the wall. Sure, MegaRura didn't want that happening. Nice just block on that cross-up Yozantin. Good defense from Chonkla. 6P whiffing but not getting punished. MegaRura getting this next interaction. Not cashing out yet, but we do have 100 tension.
Catches that backdash. MegaRura closing out the game. That is up 2-0, I want to say.
Yeah, 2-0 for MegaRura. But I mean, you know, I say it's a lot, but the score doesn't show you how close it is right now. Chonkla taking us down to that pixel. MegaRura, of course, staying locked in for those last minute interactions when it counts. Getting that score count up. Going to see if we can't get one more unless Chonkla has something to say about it.
You definitely see a lot of adaptations, I guess, from like Chonkla as well. Just trying to maybe play a bit more patient there. Realized, hey, you know, we're high rolling, and it ends up not working out. So you saw that in the last game as well. But just kind of that adaptation is what I'm liking to see. And that far slash hit. Oh, that was I mean, they call it a far slash for a reason, I guess. Nice little 6P there. I think that's the first time we saw the guard cancel parry come out, at least come out in workout here. I know we saw it a couple times. Nice RTL, just throwing that out there. Hard knockdown, what are we doing? Kind of a guess your game scenario. Both options end up kind of whiffing out. The OTG seals the deal, closes out the round. I should say Thunder seals the deal, you know what, that makes sense.
Trying to seal it. Heavy Sun Edge going to catch that jump in. Going to take Mega to the corner. Chonkla does have the round lead right here, but of course the game count is going to Mega. H-Cab for this soft reset, able to bait that DP. Went for the burst bait too, but Chankla saving it for the next interaction. So wise, and I love this trade of tension back and forth. Chankla doing it defensively to keep himself safe. Now they're fighting back.
The life total is now looking a bit more even, but ended up landing the mix there. Then there's that Yozansen ends up killing MegaRura, now on set point.
Oh, Tatami catching that jump in. I mean, that was awesome. Tatami catching the jump in. Chankla was doing it earlier with the stun edges. So both of our players right here knowing how to get those call outs on the jump ins. Tatami on this S tether turns into a nice string. Mega trying to take that corner back against Chankla, but we're going to keep on top of you.
The 6K trying to get some plus frames, trying to get a bit of a reset there. Tries to go for a throw, but we're still in block stun after PRCing. Deflect shield deals with Yozansen, but we can't handle. Got opened up by a close slash, I want to say, and ends up killing MegaRura, moving up 3-0. Potemkin May, definitely a very explosive matchup to say the least. You know, Potemkin has that high health, has that high guts, but you know, the 5H is coming no matter what. It's inevitable.
Definitely love seeing the main when we can.
I like that Dolphin just to deal with Slide Head. That definitely feels like a pretty strong option in this matchup. There's that Dolphin RPS. Going for that PRC overhead. StitchFace cooking up nice damage off of the 6H there. Going for the Yamada. Not enough to kill.
Yeah, fortunately not enough to kill. We're going to stay on top of you with these horizontal dolphins. S Dolphin to stay on top of you, but Baba fighting back with these 5Ps, man. Hammerfall, Red RC. He tackle as well. Going to stay on top of you. Unfortunately, didn't connect with that 6K. 5P from StitchFace to seal the round. Great stuff.
Great stuff indeed. Now we're just kind of playing back a bit. Not playing as aggro as we were before, trying to play around that pot neutral. Back dashes the pot buster, eating a fair chunk of damage for it. Now we're back in the corner. Full charge 6H comes out, keeping the corner, chooses to not go for the wall break. Just trying to keep that good positioning. Ends up getting caught by the Potemkin, air falling normal. Now we're just eating Garuda. There's that pot buster finally coming out. We have meter, not going for it.
Gonna spend it right here on this Gigantor Kai. Oh man, the first hit didn't come out. So Baba, dude, everyone got grabbed there. You're telling me you didn't get grabbed? That was an insane grab right there from Baba.
Yo, that was. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if you all at home heard me. I was gasping. That was a jump scare. I'm definitely liking the options Baba's presenting here. Just kind of throwing out those quick 5Ps to try to catch any dolphins, as we saw. You know, StitchFace isn't afraid to just kind of throw those out, try to control the neutral as much as possible. And, you know, Baba just kind of throwing out those quick hitboxes, trying to control that space. Ends up getting sniped doing Mega Fist, however. Nice burst there on the dolphin. Ooh, catching the dolphin with a 2-heat, it's gonna hurt.
I mean, it hurt. I think it's gonna kill. Oh, couldn't keep it going. Of course I had to say something. Only with a little bit of life left. Baba gets it on that whiff punish. Great stuff for this first game, man. Both of our players were killing it right there.
That felt, honestly, that felt like it was 2 games. Like, I had looked at that. There were so many, like, twists and turns.
Man, great stuff. And shout out to Nightshade calling it out. Wow, a bunch of Xanadu players on stream tonight. I don't know. Maybe I have my hands in it a little bit. I don't know. Maybe my hands were in it a little bit. I don't know. Great stuff right there. Baba going to get that first game on the board. We're going to keep it going. Both of our players showing very strong fights back and forth. Either person's game, especially so early on, we'll have to see.
Just playing that neutral, throwing out those dolphins. Ends up throw tech in there. Just kind of trying to play around those massive pot buttons. Slide head finds its mark. There's that dolphin. And, you know, Jeek, I've been really enjoying the fact that Dolphin's airborne just doesn't have to do a slide head, so May has a pretty easy option to just go, yo, that's crazy.
Cool.
Nice far slash to catch the JD, but now we're stuck in the corner, but we do have meter. Orcas could come out.
Until then, Baba's going to be beating you down. I like that 3k PRC to try to buy some distance, but that armor is going to pay off for our Potemkin. Buster to seal the round, but that was going back and forth again.
The Lababa beat down. I'm liking it. There's that flick, big flick. Goes for a blue Wild Assault, maybe expecting someone to kind of like dash up there, trying to catch something. But there's the Hammerfall into the wall, jumping up to catch. The super ends up catching, and we're sending May into the next area code. There's that meter coming up. Ends up not needing it, ends up catching a jump with that 2P. Baba up 2-0. Definitely getting a handle on StitchFace's May.
We do got some StitchFace fans in the chat, though. StitchFace playing really well. We got to hear you. Thanks for those follows, by the way, y'all. Appreciate you. But some StitchFace fans. We're gonna need to hear those cheers from the back, man.
Gotta lend your energy. You know, StitchFace in stitches currently.
Go Stitch, go. Here we go. Loving what we're seeing. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, trying to catch Baba right here. Baba, of course, really active with those anti-airs. You just saw the 6P right there, and also with that 5P to check. So StitchFace trying to bait it out right now, trying to mix up when we're even going to approach, so that Baba doesn't get too comfortable with those anti-airs. And now we're fighting back. 5P to check here. We're walking you down the screen. Love checking that Dolphin with the 5P.
That's something we saw a lot of success in. StitchFace had a lot of success with that Dolphin just to kind of dodge a lot of what Potemkin was doing. And Baba just hasn't been letting that happen again. Noticed that almost immediately, and it's just not been working out as much as StitchFace maybe has been hoping, and that's, you know, maybe partially why we're seeing some of that, you know, maybe a bit more passive, kind of playing a bit more of that neutral game. Nice counter hit there. We got 100 meter. This is looking to kill. And Baba on set point.
Set point. Oh, I love that. Okay, StitchFace saying, hey, okay, you're getting too comfortable in these round starts. I'm going to throw you. Trying to mix things up. And I love that what StitchFace is doing, right? So StitchFace trying to get Baba not too comfortable on their answers to this May. And it pays off, man, because then we get these explosive rounds like we're watching right now. StitchFace going to walk away with this one.
That was a fast round in StitchFace's favor. You know, StitchFace still alive, not out yet. There's that 2D catching fairly far away. Nice deflect shield, pushing Garuda away, not wanting to deal with any of that looping pressure, especially when you don't have meter to deal with it. But now we're just kind of back in a situation. Pot's buttons are massive. And there's a Kara pot buster for your troubles. Look at the damage. Backdashes the pot buster. And there's that 5H. It is inevitable, Jeek. No matter what, it will always come out. There's those orcas.
Oh my god, that combo was so sick, bro. StitchFace showing off with that one. Baba does have all of this tension, does have that burst to spend as well, but we'll see if this May even gives you a chance to spend it. Look at this damage. Not enough to kill the Potemkin, but one more interaction could possibly do it. What's the defense going to be?
Still insanely scary. Got burst, got 100 meter. But a tap dust is going to close that out. StitchFace has a round on the board.
Man, and honestly, man, StitchFace deserved a round on the board after that awesome round. Unfortunately, the replay wasn't able to catch that combo, but that was an insane one, man. Holy crap, StitchFace showing why they deserve to be here. Baba, of course, did have a really strong start, but getting one on the board, we'll have to see where this goes.
See where it goes indeed. A nice far slash catch in here. This counter spending burst early, not wanting to deal with Potemkin too fast, blocks the Hammerfall. Now we're back in the corner eating Millia mix at home.
Yeah, we got Millia at home. Baba trying to get out of that corner. Doesn't want to fight the Millia at home. Trying to get some distance here. Going to catch you with the far slash like Gigantor. Going to take you to the corner as well. 2 has to keep this string going. Soft knockdown, but a lot of damage.
I was still in that meter cooldown. I thought it was going to be a fair amount of meter gained. Still has that, but deciding to block the JD, ends up getting caught by, I believe that's 5H, or that's far slash, one of the two. Either way, it ended up catching that far slash, catching it as well again. And I like that recognition. We saw Baba get caught a lot by that command grab, and now the StitchFace is representing it again. you know, maybe after that last round, Baba's just ready for it.
Ooh. Here we go. StitchFace kind of cooking, clapping back here with this Yamada-san. Hard knockdown. Baba with some defensive mechanics on deck. We'll have to see when we spend them. StitchFace trying to mix it up with that PRC. YRC does come out, but we answer back with burst, trying to keep this corner if our life depends on it. Baba about to get their burst back as well. We'll have to see if they have to spend it, if they decide to spend it. Going to go ahead and get some distance away from this May.
StitchFace was definitely playing around the pot normals pretty well there. Ends up getting put in the corner, though. That was scary. I was scared. They were just waiting. I was like, where's the pot buster? I'm scared.
I was thinking the same thing, man. Just that little stutter step from the pot had me scared, but StitchFace not scared themselves. Definitely wanted that to go to the right so we can get the wall splat on a pixel.
Not a kill yet.
Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. No bias. StitchFace getting that JP to seal it off in the last round here. The armor's going to answer back. The flex shield gets a lot of distance here for this May.
And I'm liking that. We're just kind of backing up, letting Baba whiff buttons so we can kind of run up, do our command grab here, get a nice wall break, get that positive bonus. May's definitely going to need it. Get that meter gain. Gets us a meter to FD when we need to. Got 100 meter. Oh, tries to go for a quick little low there. 3K ends up getting blocked. And this is going to be death. Heavenly for the kill. We're hooping. The namesake is true. La Baba James. As we're getting into our top 8 qualifier round here, SQ took it over MegaRura.
Oh, sick. Okay. So SQ gonna move on. MegaRura. Hopefully we get to see some more of that Baiken, man. I love seeing MegaRura. Of course, reminder, MegaRura got second at the last Jeekly. So definitely earns us, deserves a spot up at the top. We'll have to see. Until then, RedIAmNot and Rio are going to fight here. Unfortunately, the RFL team kill for the qualifier, but man, I'm biased. The Jeekly is just that stacked. Great quick first round right here with a perfect from Red.
A perfectly quick round there, as you said. That white Wild Assault, you know, it got nerfed when Wild Assaults got nerfed, but hey, it's still putting in work. It's still invul. That nice burst. Just trying to zone out Goldlewis here. Can't do that anymore. That laser's up. Not getting hit by the 486, but still having to deal with, look at the chip damage.
Yeah, and Rio had some really awesome blocks there, to be honest with you. Reacting to those lows and overheads when it mattered, but Red just so confident with those behemoths, able to catch that backdash and seal it with the OTG as well. Pretty solid first game, but we were seeing some good stuff from Rio.
Oh, 100%. Goldlewis, especially fighting Goldlewis, is definitely a very heavy snowball-y kind of character, where sometimes it feels like it's impossible to take your momentum back. That's why, as well, you know, Guilty Gear is a first to 3 game. You know, sometimes you just need to get that game, get your momentum going, and, you know, just start winning kind of early. Burst early there, not wanting to deal with any of Goldlewis. Ends up White Wild Assault, trying to force our way back in. JD ends up catching, letting us get our pressure started. 486 counter hit. This is gonna hurt. Oh. And hurt it is.
Yeah, you weren't kidding, Medikit. Holy moly, that one hurt me. RedIAmNot, of course, does have this first game on the board against Rio, and the first round as well of this second game. But we're clapping back. We got that gun flip, able to get our focus in the middle of the combo. Means we didn't get the wall break right away, but then we go for that reset, cashing out on more damage, and now we got the super as well.
Getting a nice chunk of damage here from that super. Resetting our ammo, able to let us kind of do whatever we want here. Getting a nice little wall stick, still wall slumping, so we have time to go for the concentration into that Deus Ex Machina. Does a lot of damage, even though it's that high guts due to the high amount of hits we got. Now we're just back zoning. Goldlewis does not have 50 meter for that laser, but we got the security for the gun, so does it really matter? Nice call on the tap dust, mashing out, but ends up getting caught by a quick little 2P. You know, a quick little button never hurt nobody.
Oh, I like that whiff punish from Red. Buying that distance by just holding back. Fighting here against this Rio. Got that 50 tension for the mix here. Rio doesn't want to play that game. Wants to get some distance so we can try to zone out a bit. White Wild Assault to try to buy some distance. I like that PRC as well to try to keep it safe, but... Oh, okay, gonna do it right back. Trying to skip that neutral, trying to skip that distance, and you got to against that gunshot. But Rio fighting back, man.
Rio definitely fighting back, and as you said, just trying to force Red, just trying to force their way in, and especially I feel against Happy Chaos as well, just having to deal with that gunshot. But as we've seen, it's definitely seen a ton. Red's definitely seen a ton of success, just kind of like randomly throwing that out.
Some good rounds so far.
Red up, I want to say 2-0.
Yeah, Red up 2-0 right now. Rio with some good defense, man, but trying to find those good spots to mash out, to fight back. Red really good at catching that kind of stuff. Knows when you want to backdash, knows when you want to mash, and then gets that counter hit. And I mean, it's when Goldlewis getting you with the counter hit, man, doing those PRCs, those fast PRCs as well, it's lethal.
100%. It justifies the use of the big, counter across your screen. Feels like it. Backdashes the close slash. Ends up getting caught anyway, eating this nice little wall slump route. No ammo, but that's what the Deus Ex Machina is for. Back with full ammo, can kind of do whatever you want. Gets caught backdashing, not working this time. And, Jeek, we're just looping. We're looping those Deus Ex Machinas, looping our ammo, looping our resources. What do you think?
It's looking good, man. And Rio with that 5K for the wall splat as well. I like that we're heads up, knowing what buttons we got to press. Those fast normals to get that wall splat when it matters, and it pays off with that round win. Happyrio with the lead in the rounds, but Red with the lead in the games. We'll see what happens here. That 2S whiffing, trying to get some jump ins here. Rio getting walked back here into the corner. The behemoths are coming out.
Nice little J2K catch, having to burst out, not want to deal with it. And that's something we've seen Red do, just kind of in the past in general, is, throw out that drone and then just put a couple little skyfish shots behind it, cover us, not instantly getting shot for doing it.
There you go, that little minigun jump scare. Right there, we try to cash out a bit. Oh,
also
security canceling these behemoths to be quick about it. Gonna catch this Happyrio, putting us on set point, man.
We don't have burst on deck for either player. Red Wild Assault and Deflect Shield coming back shortly for Rio, so we have some resources to spend here, but still going to be very scary. End up might having to play just maybe a bit back, as we see Rio doing. Able to press our advantage though, kind of chilling out. There's that throw coming out, resetting a bit of our ammo. We have a lot to play with. Instantly going into Deus Ex Machina. Not a ton of concentration, but it's going to be coming back as we're running up here. As I was talking about earlier, there's that little drone and skyfish. I like that. I like that choice. The RC's forward, maybe it was like, hey, I'm going to press a button, I'm going to press a button. Ends up just doing curse, dodging a button, able to get our kind of game plan set up here, and now it's looking pretty Rio favored. No ammo now, though. Anything can switch up on a dime, Jeek.
That curse, unfortunately, bouncing around, dodging this big Goldlewis. I didn't think it could happen, but we were able to jump around it. Rio definitely just wants one more hit, man. Trying to spend this tension to do it. Red walking you down with this PRC. Does have the security cancel on deck if we need to. 2K for the OTG, and then the overhead seals it. And a close last game. RedIAmNot moves on 3-0. We're still qualifying here for top 8 of the JKLY 45. Your next two opponents coming up are going to be Cheryo on that Goldlewis, Tenack on the Ramlethal. Let's get it.
Get a nice little JK there, hitting the Teen Titans Robin knee. That screenshot lives just entirely in my head. It's just I don't know if you've seen it. It's when people are talking about Robin from the original Teen Titans. It's just him knee dropping a guy from a second story.
Oh Jesus, man! The original Teen Titans was so violent, man.
I need to watch it. I still haven't. It was before my time.
Oh, that's actually, I was actually about to comment that that's probably the truth for some of y'all, and you saying it out loud just made me feel 50. Here we go. Cheryo got this drone established. Tenack getting out of the corner despite that. JH to try to check, dancing over these behemoths. And was that a cross-up? That was insane. Tenack confirming that hit into Red RC, closing out this round. That was looking like a Goldlewis round for a second there.
And that's something that can happen in Guilty Gear as well. You can have those rounds where it's, hey, sometimes it just ends quickly in 1 second, or you get that, you get that momentum shift, and suddenly, it was all Tenack. Speaking of all Tenack, getting all of this pressure here, ends up hitting that tap dust. Swords are coming back. Windshield wipers. Positive bonus. Choosing to play a bit more passive. Has to burn a bit of that meter just because of that Skyfish. Keeping some of our security here, though. Cheryo ends up getting caught. Goes for a bit of a burst bait. Jeek, there's the burst. It's scary. Nice little throw here. Choose to go for a YRC. Seen a fair amount of 4.86s coming through. That 5H catching, and the rock is going to close out the first game. Tenack taking it 2-0 in the first game.
That was a long first game too, man. Cheryo was getting it started with that 6P. Tenack with that defensive burst, getting out of there, and of course with the counter hit, able to confirm in the rock. Man, Tenack ready with those confirms always. Ready to try to get back on this winner side of top 8. Tenack, no stranger to this winner side of top 8. Cheryo, I'm going to keep it a buck, Cheryo, if you're watching the VOD, homie. We've been kind of doming you recently with some of these seedings. I think Cheryo's first ever Jeekly, we accidentally had him bottom seed. I'm so sorry. I still think about that. But that's another Jeekly. We're here in the Jeekly 45. We're here in winners round 5, trying to qualify for this top 8. And Cheryo's trying to get these overheads applied. The second one's going to do it. The security cancel to keep the string going. Damn, that was explosive.
Jeek, I died. Like in real life, I think. That did damage.
Oh my lord.
Is that 486? Not finding its mark. Look at the chip damage, though. We're not even getting opened up, and just the amount of damage we're getting chunked away. Having to spend burst to, I think, not die. I think we actually died if we didn't burst there. Nice little JH. It's a good button. We're getting thrown. And in this scenario, like we could maybe go for the burst, try to close out that round if we're feeling like we can win it, or save it for that next round, get in a better position, because it's looking like a scary situation. We have that security up, and we're having some tension come up, but just not able to make use of it.
Tenack clapping back, man. It was a very confident Goldlewis round to a very confident Ramlethal round. Going to do some stagger while we got you in the corner. Rock to try to get your pressing. S sword, the most, you can't mess with that special move. Going to buy some distance with the burst. And I like that patience from Cheryo, calling the drone, but then also not running up too far, just knowing that the drone's got your back. But Tenack, it's got you in this corner still, man, with these throws, with these rocks. This stagger's going crazy.
I want to say, I love that you were talking about that run up. I love that, just that run up. I think it was like IBs on the drone, just to try to just enforce your space and enforce, like, I ain't scared of drone. I can just kind of deal with it however I want. And it just kind of worked out. Cheryo just kind of in a rough position here, ends up getting hit by that throw. 50 meter on deck for both players, ends up blocking the YRC, and that's going to be Tenack taking game 2 pretty convincingly.
Definitely convincing in that last round, but Cheryo, man, with that first round was insane. That first round was a Twitter clip, but Tenack saying, hey, don't get too excited. I'm going to bait this YRC, and I'm going to go ahead and take you out with this S sword. Got 2 on the board. Going to try to keep it going to qualify for this top 8. We got to see if the Goldlewis can do it, man. We definitely got a lot of Goldlewises in the bracket tonight.
As you mentioned before, we got 3 of them playing for top 8 qualifiers, if I believe. We got Cheryo, Lasagna Slayer, and RedIAmNot. RedIAmNot secured their spot as of course, but Cheryo trying to get in the same position, needing to break out of Tenack's pressure. It's scary. Ram is scary. Throwing out the second sword here. Our normals aren't as good at the moment. Sword is coming back. It's getting hit by that BRC overhead windshield wipers. It did less damage than I thought it was going to do.
That Ramlethal damage surprises us in both ways, and how much it does, and sometimes how little it does. Try to get that throw through the laser. I respect that. A little aggressive, though, and Cheryo going to capitalize on it, baiting that reversal super as well. Looking good for our Goldlewis, but Tenack did get a lot of HP down. Only one more hit will probably do it. Just a couple confirms off of a light, but that clash cancel into Behemoth takes the round for Cheryo.
Clash cancel into Behemoth, because honestly, off of that clash, I'm not sure there was much Ram could do there. Maybe a 6P, but I feel like the Behemoth would catch anyway. So it was definitely a good decision here. But just back in that corner, having to deal with that Ramlethal pressure. Ram neutral, definitely insanely good. Lets Tenack just get into these heavily advantageous positions. That 5H clipping, and that's one thing that I think that's kind of cool about the Ram routing we're seeing is that flip actually lets Goldlewis be bounced up high enough for that explosion to hit and continue the route. I feel like it's really cool.
Okay, there you go. Some big body specific routing. I wasn't even thinking about that, but good point. And here we go. The Wall Assault to stay on top. H-Sword to keep you jailed. Cheryo getting a throw in, weaving that in despite Tenack with that pressure. And now we're catching the jumps as well, or at least trying to keep you down despite it. One good hit will turn into some good damage. Cheryo does have that 50 tension to probably cash out into a kill if we need to. And that Behemoth hit into the PRC. Not enough to do it though, but a lot of damage on board. Tenack trying to fight back with that 5H.
The sword out here didn't end up finding its mark, and Cheryo still alive. Nice little knee drop in straight into game 4. Game 4 now.
Tenack with that 2-game lead, but Cheryo getting one on the board here. And it was, I mean, it's looking close too. Of course, the life totals didn't tell the story, but going to that last round, looking pretty close there for a second. Cheryo doing some good stuff. This girly teen girl having fun over here. Tenack with this game lead. We have to see if they can seal it out or if Cheryo's going to make a comeback.
Definitely able to make a comeback, as we saw in that last game, and especially in, like, you saw that low HP situation. Still able to play extremely well, just in a high pressure situation. Nice little 5K catch and a little stomp. End up gonna do massive amounts of damage. Gonna kill, actually. Quick little perfect. This little 5K keeping us locked down. Quick little stop sign button. Bursting on the flip. I like that. I like that thought process. Just kind of running up past drone, you know, noticing that Ram's probably just going to back up there.
Windshield wipering you down. A nice change. I know Ramlethal is complaining about that change, letting you windshield wiper as a special cancel now. Going to catch you with that rock after the counter hit turns into this string. Tenack got you bouncing around. Definitely wanted to keep it going, but the PRC lets you 5P after. Unfortunately, the YRC couldn't connect. It's getting really scrambly here. Nothing really following up, but the throw in the scramble pays off. Tenack gets you on set point.
As you said, Tenack back on set point. You know, that throw was something. That was certified Ramlethal moment. Nice little JPs here, keeping us locked down. Getting caught by that 6H. Where are you going? I wonder how many concussions Goldlewis had from the amount of headbutts.
Oh man, my boy ain't thinking. Have you seen his quotes on the windscreen? He ain't got a thought up in that head. But Cheryo definitely doing some calculated plays. Tenack catching you with this rock. S-Sword jailing you in. Getting that cross up blocked, or I think the S-Sword wasn't even close enough to pop. We're still on top of you with these kick flips. Cheryo with a great throw tech, but Tenack catches you on that stagger with the Rekka.
Goes for that PRC to keep the route going there, getting the hard knockdown, wanting to end it. Wants to get that hard knockdown, doesn't want to deal with any reversals, but gets bursted on. There's that laser, and what are we doing? What's the mix here?
Oh. That just block from Tenack on that cross up from the laser was insane. I don't know if that's hard to do, but that, wow, that was insane. 5P to try to check you back.
The spacing as well. Letting Tenack maybe get out here. The shimmy, Cheryo not biting, but the throw lands anyway. And that'll be Tenack.
Lababa James. Had an awesome set earlier. Got to see if they can keep it going on this banana Potemkin.
Color 8 pot kind of goes insanely hard.
Honestly, I love all the yellow colors for all of the characters, man. I don't think there's one bad yellow color on a character, that is.
So good. We're just seeing all these typhoons come out. We saw one whiff, but hey, you know, ain't no Fang. Didn't get punished that hard for it. So we're able to get a hard narc down.
Someone's narking down over here. Red, right here with this red RC. Baba with a big life total to get through on the side of that. Goldlewis says, hey, I'm going to keep my burst. Tactical precision right there, saying, hey, I'm going to keep it to this next round. I can be able to spend it on that blue wild assault to try to weave in some pop busters or possibly get a second chance if I need it. Red going to anti-air you with that 2P. Baba answering back with that burst at a wise time too. Red right here with a 2P mash, trying to check that fake meaty right there. Baba with some good blocks on these behemoths, trying to get away a little bit, spending that FD, spending that tension in the 5P pays off.
Pays off indeed. And then we're seeing a nice counter hit on Baba's end, doing a quick 5K and a super, looking like Kai. And it's going to close out that round with a heat tackle, tackling our way through the wall and through to the next round. Nice little far slash.
I like that 2K check, excuse me. But Baba with a nice, maybe a delayed tech, I'm not sure. Ended up turning into a punish. Red with a burst to try to get some distance here. That JD unfortunately clashing for our Goldlewis, but we're going to keep that distance zone out a bit with the gun, and when we're ready to jump in, we do so. Good blocks right here from Baba, spending that FD, but the PRC keeps us on top.
And look at the security. That wall stuck from that far away. Hold on. You know, Behemoth Typhoon might be the new Pile Bunker.
And here we go, man. Red, I am not. Fast 2 games here, I'd say. Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. It's not 2 games. It's 1 game.
Felt like it, that's for sure.
Yeah, just the 1 game. It's the 1 game. It's the 1 game. Damn. Love what we're seeing. Am I right about that, chat? I'll be honest. I don't know. Was that? I'll be honest. This is winners. Vex Mini, you came in at a good time. Or Mint, excuse me, Vex Mint. Thanks for coming in at a good time. Exclamation point bracket. You're looking at the winner side of top 8 of the Jeekly 45. RedIAmNot with the RFL tag, by the way. Oh, wait. Is Red with the RFL tag? Dude, have I been misspeaking? Yeah, they're on the Red RFL tag. Okay. For sure. Let me go ahead and get that tag for them on the screen. And there we go. Baba coming in, playing an awesome pot. But Red showing why they're the GOAT at this Goldlewis, man.
Goldlewis GOAT. You know, it sounds familiar. Mainly because, you know, we've seen Red put on an insane performance so far the couple times he's been on stream, and just in general, bursting out to keep pot in the corner there. Behemoth whiffs, gives Baba a bit of time to adjust, you know, get that 6P going, and now it's all Potemkin's game plan, keeping Goldlewis locked down. That flick hitbox is massive, backdashing that far slash, and we're just keeping Red in that corner, maybe looking for a pot buster opportunity. Not gonna get it though. YRC comes out, all 3 security cancels, burst, baited. It's looking to hurt.
Not enough to kill yet, but the YRC too far away to connect. Red capitalizing on that one. Definitely running away with that round, man. It was looking really good for our Goldlewis.
Looking very good indeed. Up 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 for real this time. 2-0 for real this time. I didn't mean to get ahead of myself earlier, y'all. I apologize. For real this time. Baba, of course, showing some cool stuff here on this pot. Red, definitely one of the GOATs of the Jeekly. Many wins, many top 8s. Of course, winning the last one. We'll have to see if they can do so again here on that winner side. Baba going to try to keep it down with these 5Ps. The Garuda too far away to connect. And that's been the story, man. Red's had some really good spacing. Beneficial for their far slashes. Baba not able to get those Garudas. And then we saw the YRC in the last round, too. Good job. Oh, my God. What? Just blocks. What are you, just mashing back on the D-pad? What is that? That is sick.
Start butterfly clicking the buttons. Like, yeah, I need meter and I need it now. Red just draining all that, any meter gain from being that Skyfish, with the fact that we just keep having to FD so much damage. Able to Hammerfall, break armor through it. Garuda's out, Pot Buster's out, ends up whiffing, not finding it. And you know, this is getting scary. It's getting kind of Potemkin neutral moment .mp4.
Potemkin neutral MP4. That Garuda goes into the Pot Buster. Baba getting around here on the board in this game 3. We've been seeing this a lot tonight, Medikit, where someone's got that 2-game lead, but then their opponent gets that first round. It's nice. It's nice to see. It's nice to see that the answers coming out, the adaptations happening, and nice to see that Baba's got some good game plans here, getting that Pot Buster on the meaty, trying to catch Red, jumping or backdashing. But what a wise time! They just knew it was coming.
Indeed, backdashing that Buster put us in a pretty good scenario here. Now we have that corner presence, but there's that Hammerfall armor. Can we do it again? Letting the burst come out. I think that's gonna close it out. Such a small amount of life to take away with Heavenly, sending Goldlewis to heaven, putting a round on the board.
Great stuff right there. Red was doing some tricky stuff with that one. I think it was that one security cancel, trying to catch with the low, but some good defense right there from Baba. And I mean, Red's been doing a good job of you know, we saw Red backdash an earlier Pop Buster, so we're definitely on top of it. But Baba doing a good job of weaving them in, even though we're doing them pretty frequently as well. I'd say we're being pretty aggressive with them, but it's paying off. And I gotta call out real quick, Medikit with the shirt. Medikit, that's why you've been quiet over there on the comms, homie. You've been putting in your PayPal information. Appreciate you, Medikit, getting one of those exclamation point shirts. Thank you so much.
No problem. You know, it's a good shirt.
And our players definitely appreciate that. The price pull up at $185. Holy moly. Holy moly. Brian coming in here with the Baba cheers. Let's go. Love to see it. Red right here trying to keep you down. Baba able to slide head right through. Hammerfall right through, excuse me. I like this block string. Blue Wallace up the same on top of you. I like this this close slash stagger as well. Red with that wrist crank, but Baba also not being too greedy with that throw. In fact, catching the backdash.
And indeed, we were talking about aggression earlier, and that's something we've just seen from Baba this round. Is, I don't know if you saw, like, just the bravery, just start walking up, not doing anything else, just walking up, just taking that space. No fear in Baba's heart, just knowing I can do this, I can take the round. It's all me.
I love that. Baba holding that W key. But Red answering right back. I like that double behemoth to get the wall splat. Bar slash not connecting there. Baba trying to buy some distance. Or rather, take advantage of that distance. Red looking for a good time to try to spend that laser super. We get it in here, but we spend right back with that Gigantor Kai. I actually didn't know how that was going to work out.
But honestly, I really like that as an answer, because you know, Goldlewis spends that meter to do that laser coming down, trying to secure the neutral just for free there, and ends up being able to secure an advantageous position and end up taking the round, just kind of snowballing off that interaction.
Ooh. Okay. This is looking like a comeback all of a sudden, Medikit.
Do we have another game 5?
Apparently, it's on the screen right now. Baba with that 2-game comeback. Red, of course, with a really strong start. Shoutouts again to Red winning last week's tournament. And shoutouts to this prize pool, man. I mean, definitely want to keep it going when the prize pool's at $185 here on this winner's side. We're just getting started, y'all, by the way.
Indeed, insane prize pool. Winner can cop Monster Hunter Wilds. It's coming out soon. It's a good game.
Oh, couldn't get that 2S to connect. Oh, I love the... Okay, all right, that got me. That was awesome. Good, perfect right here from Red. PRC to keep yourself safe and, in fact, weave in that air throw. Baba didn't see it coming, and now we're on set point.
That was kind of clean. I'm liking that air throw. Just throwing around our hitboxes here, doing a little 2S action. JD catches, sets up drone so we can confirm off of anything and really not have to worry about getting punished if we do an interesting option. But able to spend that Wild Assault, spend some meter, cooking us back up, putting us in the corner. In another cross up, we're going around the world.
Man, that defense was crazy. I was rooting for that Lababa James. No bias. But awesome. I mean, we caught the whole last 3 interactions in that one replay. Red just kind of blew it up right there. Of course, that YRC bought us a second, but Red with a nice backdash to the meaty.
It's definitely going to be an interesting mirror because SQ, very consistent, very strong. You know, one of the top Ramlethal players. But Tenack put on definitely a strong showing earlier today, as well as also just being a very strong and consistent Ram player. But the mirrors are always weird. You never know how it's going to play out. So let's take a look and see kind of just what happens out here. End up getting caught early by that explosion. Tenack eating some damage early.
Oh my lord, eating damage indeed, man. I didn't think that we were going to get that bounce into the wall splat, but it happened, and SQ is going to make you hurt afterwards. I like that S-sword pickup. Tenack maybe going for a delay tech or something there. I'm not going to pretend like I know. SQ getting a nice hit, sealing that round.
Getting caught by, I believe that's a JS. You look for another wall break. No meter to do the Morto Bato hard knockdown, which allows Tenack to kind of, you know, press a bit of buttons here, try to get some pressure started of our own. SQ mashing out. We have 100 meter to kind of do what we want. A little bit PRCing, throwing that sword out, able to get it confirmed. We have the meter to go for a Morto Bato, getting a hard knockdown, potential guess for game situation. What are we doing? They're setting up that tap dust, and SQ taking game 1.
Great stuff here from SQ. Getting this first game here on the board. Definitely some strong stuff, man. I don't know. I'll be honest. I want to say that these two have played this mirror. Oh, you know what? I wonder. I think that they've played before, but that was when SQ was on an Elfelt kick. I want to say, I can't remember off the top of my head Medikit, but definitely blessed to see this Ramlethal mirror here. We got some great Ramlethals in the Jeekly. Of course, you see Tenack and SQ on the screen. Shoutouts to Akeno, who we, Akeno got 3rd or 2nd in a previous Jeekly before, so definitely want to put some respect on that Ramlethal as well. Got some good play coming out with this windshield wiper, breaking that wall. SQ not enough tension to get a super, but going to use this positive bonus to get some mix, and Tenack's going to hurt for it, but the burst comes out in time.
Out in time indeed. Able to dodge that super. I believe SQ tried to go for a bit, maybe a super a bit early, not going to run for a wall break, trying to avoid that burst scenario from coming out, but Tenack able to escape regardless, but ends up not being able to get some momentum going. SQ taking the round anyway.
Great stuff. SQ able to whiff punish that far sauce with her jump back JS. Close slash the bouncy after the sword pop. Some respectable damage here. Tenack is going to get another chance with that burst, or going to be more aggressive and turn that counter hit into a wall break thanks to Wild Assault and the super. Great stuff. SQ does have a lot of tension to spend on the clapback.
I like that. Went for a safe jump, but ended up not being able to get much of a punish off it. Red right, but most you'll get is SQ having to spend all of the meter. 50 witches already back. Tension pulse is crazy. Going for a nice dust route here. Going for a quick little overhead into some more damage. Wall break, positive bonus coming back, getting a meter of our own. Looking to take a round, not go out of the second game just yet. But this is a scary situation to be in. Able to burst out.
Yeah, I was scared about able to weaving in that burst or not, but we made it happen. SQ fighting right back, though. Able to bait the defensive mechanics as well. Man, Tenack just needed one more good interaction, but... And that burst paying off, too. I mean, that was tricky, right? Because, like, yeah, you have the burst, so you feel safe, but it's Ramlethal and it's SQ, so, like, no way it's going to connect, right? But it ended up paying off to get you a little more time on the board. SQ got the game, however. We'll have to see how Tenack answers back.
And Tenack's definitely been answering in a few ways that have been working out. Guessed right again on that, went for that safe jump, ended up guessing correctly. You know, doing fairly well, just being able to try to contain SQ, trying to just deal with how she wants to run her game plan, and looking like trying to get some offense of our own started here. Able to escape though. Three far slashes in a row. You like to see the stagger. Look at the risk.
Ooh, that 5H at that full screen distance. Trying to push back SQ a bit, but then she gets on top of you. That S sword picks you up, and now you're getting shot through the wall again. Man, that is so violent how that windshield wiper makes you bounce into the wall splat. That is such a crazy interaction. But the super PRC in the 2S, what a good answer from Tenack.
Insane answer. Knowing that, you know, SQ's probably going to go for that punish there, just PRCing it, hitting a quick little low, and able to get, you talked about windshield wipers earlier, hit so far, able to get a nice route from like that ender from so far away. I feel like windshield wiper definitely opens up a lot of combo opportunities for Ram, at least in terms of enders.
Oh, okay. I like what SQ was doing too. We don't have access to our S sword normals anymore, so we were just playing it safe right there, looking for a whiff punish, possibly with 5H. Got the next pickup regardless. Gonna send Tenack to the wall with this hard knockdown now. Tenack is gonna get some burst back eventually for possibly a deflect shield, but it's not looking too good right here, Medikit.
I like the decision there. BRCing to get a bit more distance. It's not looking good. Not biting on the shimmy. Makes something work, but ends up getting caught. And
Here we got two players on the screen. Definitely no jokes here at the Jeekly. You got Lurry coming in on that Faust. Definitely one of the kings on that Faust. Coming in on the pink Faust, by the way. Normally running that color 10. I see you. But Brian, also another Jeekly fan, Jeekly favorite, on this Zato with that yellow aura. My man been on the grind.
On the grind indeed. The amount of matches it takes to get the aura is actually like kind of crazy if you look at the leaderboard towards the end of the month.
It can be intimidating. YRC coming out to try to buy some distance. 5H to... Oh, okay, that got a little weird right there. But, of course, the Scarecrow coming in. Brian, with an active normal already, was able to catch that Scarecrow. Lurry does have some tension to spend. It looks like we're going to take some time before we do so. Super PRC buys us a chance to get out of the corner, and it pays off. JK into this mix. Great pickup from our Faust player.
That was definitely looking scary for a moment for Lurry, especially after getting your Scarecrow PRC mix, getting sniped by Drunkard Shade, but definitely nice ability to be able to just kind of, you know, turn it around, not let it get out of hand too quickly as we get into a bit of a scary situation here, getting that Afro mix set up.
I like that slow walk up. 5D for that hit. Red RC is going to be that mix, going to keep it going with 6H. Oh, man. Okay, I didn't realize how... That's got a really high hitbox, that 2P, apparently, to get that wall splat. Brian needs an answer here against this Faust. The bomb bag doesn't catch us. The JD lights the Afro. It's not looking good for our Zato. I love that answer. The burst to negate the Afro pop. So smart.
100%. Just bursting, you know, not wanting to get caught, having to hold any amount of block stun at all. Lurry and able to take the game one regardless.
Waffles, we walking forward. I love that. And what's going on, Logan? What's going on, Logan? You came in just in time. Lurry got a game on the board. Definitely our resident Faust player. We had Ashy last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? We had Ashy Pro Gamer coming in on that Faust. We've had a few Fausts. We've had 8 Ands, Plantain Poppy. Of course, we had Waffles come in a few times. Shout out to Waffles. We've had Gwen come in a few times. Of course, you can't say Faust without shouting out Jeekly Domo. We haven't seen him in a minute, but still in our hearts, Jeekly Domo. Damn, we got a lot of Faust over here at the Jeekly, actually.
The Faustly.
The Faustly. I mean, the Faustly, the Markly, the Frogly, the Brianly, the Bananaly coming out, Afroly. Here we go, 5K going to turn into this Mixly. All right, I'll stop, y'all.
Ooh, the Dustly barely hitting us. All right, there we go.
Caught me up guard.
That's my contribution.
Caught me up guard. Okay. All right, here we go. Soft knockdown coming out, that 2P on that check. Definitely a big round start normal. Not a lot of payoff after, but that 2P, man, it puts fear in the hearts of man, that Faust 2P.
It's an insanely good 2P as we get caught by another 2 button. A little bit of a 2H action here. Getting a nice little throw here. We're just walking forward.
Holding that W key, man. We got it glued down. The oppose saving you through the thrust. I really like that 2K, by the way, from Lurry to check Eddie. Go ahead and take it off the board. Brian still being aggressive with it, but didn't have too many options, so Lurry was able to get out of the corner. Through a trumpet, unfortunately. Of course, you don't have any option on what you're going to throw, but the Mini Faust right back is going to be pretty good. We'll see if he comes to the other side of the screen. Mini Faust, where are you at?
The homie abandoned us. What's going on? Throws out another trumpet. Okay, there he is.
There he was.
He's
okay.
on the opposite side of the screen.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Lurry threw one trumpet and then threw a bunch of really good items right after. Put another trumpet on the... Oh, my God. As I'm saying that, another trumpet was falling down. That is crazy, man. Mini Faust running the other direction. The whole squad coming in, trying to cover it. Lurry throwing that meteor. Oh, okay, because of the item super, so we had a few items there. Lurry.
Just the...
Man.
The trumpet falling at the last second got me, I'm gonna be honest.
Shout out to Gwang in the chat. A Faust enjoyer, resident Faust enjoyer. Coming out. Yeah, that Gwang here at the right time. I mean, Lurry definitely one of the Fausts, man. One of the Fausts to do it. Definitely here at the Jeekly, at least. Oh, and shout out to... I had a chance at commentating some matches for Lurry at Tyrant's Grave last year. That was definitely an awesome time. Lurry played his heart out. But right now, Brian's got you, trying to send you through the wall. The oppose follow-up didn't connect, so Lurry does get this back throw. Gonna keep you here in this corner. The gold burst to try to buy some distance. Oh, man, that was a ballsy little break the law right there.
Definitely wanting to break through the Faust pressure. There's another Mini Faust, not going to the opposite side of the screen this time. Our own banana ends up killing our route. So now we're back dealing with that. Another little 2K there to catch that Eddie. Invite Hell ends up catching us, though. And now Eddie's back from the dead. Back running this pressure. Back running. Ends up getting caught by the JD to close out the round.
Holy moly. Here we go. Bomb bag. I mean, not bomb bag. The bomb. Excuse me. A bomb bow. Holy moly, Medikit. That was crazy. I don't see that too often, but the bomb getting the explosion even post-command grab, getting the wall splat as well. Lurry running away with this one right now, despite being down around.
Nice little quick RC from the throw to get that 6H perfect. That Pierce coming out. There's that Frog. Choosing not to wall break, just going for the unsummon, keeping our corner pressure, getting that command grab, setting up just that scary Zato pressure.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I like this, the overhead, trying to get some stray hits in. Able to get us a lot of items, a lot of good items back to back, Medikit. You gotta acknowledge that Mini Faust into the Meteor, into the Hammer. Definitely looking good there for a second. Some good defense coming out from Lurry, but Brian mixes you up with that overhead. Able to react to the super, but didn't get the punish.
Getting that cross-up mix. That banana doing us some favors. And able to close out the round. And as
Here we go, y'all. We're moving on through the Jeekly. You got MegaRura getting second place at last week's event. Cheryo here on stream. Coming in here on this loser side, here on this Goldlewis. Trying to see if we can't make it further through this bracket. But MegaRura is definitely going to be quite the wall to climb.
Indeed, but we're climbing it, I'd say, quite well here with a pretty convincing round one. Able to definitely just contain just MegaRura there, not let them escape at all. Just need to do it again in this round.
Dude, one thing I really like about MegaRura's play is that we're really active with that H-cab. Now, we don't always send it. We're just trying to check. And MegaRura's so good at hit confirming it after, so we can stay on top of you if we do get those straight hits, those straight counter hits. Mega right now, catching with that H-cab. Of course, I say that, and we didn't get the follow-up. Cheryo trying to capitalize on it. It's a little scrambly here, but the follow-up this time turns into Red RC and a wall splat or a reset. I gotta stop talking, Medic, and I can't predict the future.
But what you can predict is maybe how this is going to go. Hold on, maybe not. Cheryo putting MegaRura in the corner. Now the life totals are looking a bit more even. One hit will do it for either player. And the reversal super catching the 5P. Can't be caught with a sword out the sheath. Ends up claiming round one for Cheryo.
I like the way that interaction started, by the way. Like, Goldlewis doing an empty hop is gotta be one of the funniest things in the game, dude. That looks so stupid. Cheryo just empty hop. Bam! That shit is so funny.
little hop go.
That shit is so funny. No bias. No bias. Shout out to Mika-chan Typhoon in the chat, by the way. What's going on, Mika-chan? Haven't seen you in a minute, homie. tskrBrian with that raid, y'all. Brian, thank you so much for that raid, homie. And thank you for being an avid supporter. Brian, by the way, shouts to Brian on stream earlier. Was like, hey, y'all, let me show you how to register for a Strive tournament. And then registered for the JKLY. So, appreciate you, man. We'll put that Bitcoin in your wallet. No worries.
We were talking about empty hops earlier. A little empty hop into throw. Not enough to kill, but definitely enough to be scary.
Here we go. Gun super. I like that answer, by the way, because you're taking out the drone as well as getting those plus frames. 2K for the check. And I mean, anything would have done it at that point. You also got your 4-frame normal. There was a lot of answers there. 2K sealed that round for MegaRura. We're going to keep moving on. Cheryo still has that burst on deck. This S-tether paying off for them. MegaRura recognizing that the situation was a little lethal one to spend the gold burst to try to get out of it.
As you're talking about, I like that answer as well. And one thing I'm liking in terms of answers as well from Cheryo is definitely showing not afraid to mash in tether situation where it's kind of scary to mash because, well, there's about a million different options Baiken can represent that all equally kill you. There's that H-cab to check.
Yeah, dude, that H-cab check, man. You see it, right? It's dude. I wouldn't be able to play against it. I'm gonna be real.
Those quick little checks, those little taps, seeing if we're walking forward, seeing if we're awake.
Dog. I didn't think that was going to kill. What an awesome route.
Honestly, neither did I. For some reason, I didn't even think it was going to, like, the route was going to go through. I thought we were going to OTG a lot earlier than that. I don't know why. Oh, it was that close slash. Yeah, that close slash looked insanely close to that ground.
Man, what an answer back from MegaRura. Getting another game on the board. Except this time it's for them. 1-1 on each side. Definitely a good start to this loser side. Loving what we're seeing. Low's getting blocked, but the stagger gets the pickup. Look at that damage off of just one close slash, man.
But it hasn't even been about 10 seconds yet. It's coming through. The round's already over. If it's blue, it's true.
Ooh, good start to this interaction. Counter hits got you in the Tsukiyomi. Got the cross up as well. Cheryo cashing out with that one security cancel, keeping their meter for that last hit, but Mega able to get their burst in time. Cheryo not complaining about that because all we need is a few more straight hits. Mega does have the tension to answer back, but that BRC air stall and the JD is going to take it. Cheryo getting another one on the board.
And I know the timer said 68 seconds, but that round still felt so fast. Mainly because, you know, just a lot of that time there, that Goldlewis route was just such a long and honestly pretty fruitful route there. It just ended up feeling like such a fast round, even though the timer might have been a bit lower in terms of Guilty Gear.
We're having some fun over here, man. Chat's having fun right now. Roast each other about Valentine's Day. Shout out to the JKLY next week. JKLY 46 gonna be on Friday night, February 14th. I know none of y'all got plans, so I hope to see you at the JKLY. Unless, of course, you got another tournament, in which case, have fun. Good luck. Until then, we're going to answer this drone with the gun. MegaRura is going to catch you with that S tether. Going to turn this into a nice string as well. Oh, it does break the wall. Wow, dude, MegaRura's got some awesome routing.
Baiken routing as well just looks always so cool. And it just wall breaks in situations where you honestly don't think it should. Like, HCAB follow-up, it looks like it should just, like, tumble. But instead, it's able to do that wall splat from so far away. And as well as I'm talking about a wall splat, we end up getting a reversal to close out that round, hitting a nice counter hit on the behemoth.
Oh, unfortunately, Mega is here in the corner. Counter hits are coming out for this side of the Goldlewis. We got the tension built up post-wall break, so we can spend it on some nicks or maybe a super. I mean, even bursting here would be, not favorable because we can spend that laser super from the side of Goldlewis. If you even need to, back throw RedIAmNot is going to send MegaRura through the wall and secure this round, putting us on set point.
Set point indeed. Just needs one more to close that out. Tries to go for a parry in the block string, ends up not finding it, but we didn't get really punished for it, so we're kind of chilling out here. So getting caught by a nice little 2K action, and there's that parry again. It ends up getting caught this time for it. There's the behemoth, no route though. The support's strong, staying alive.
I mean, and that's the story for a lot of players, to be clear. I mean, Gavin's here in the chat. Gavin's been here. I mean, Gavin's been here through a few name changes at this point. Tenack's been here for a long time. Brian's been here for a long time. My first ever highlight video, I had Brian in it. And Mika-chan Typhoon's been here the whole time. Damn, all y'all been here a minute. Y'all, man. Totsu, oh, there you go. Totsu's in the chat too. Let me scroll a bit. I got any other people up here? Of course, I appreciate all y'all. But yeah, we got Totsu in here too. What's going on? Totsu, Ganion in here. Totsu's been lurking. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Okay, y'all. Let me shout out this match we got on the screen. Show some respect here to Lurry up against Baba. Got the color 4s coming out. We got some bananas on the screen. That super PRC is called out by the close slash. Gigantic is going to take it to the wall. 2S didn't get the link. So Lurry gets a chance to burst. How are we going to take advantage of this? Looks like the trade's going to seal the round regardless. Baba in a really good spot right now.
Good spot as well, especially as Potemkin, where I feel like, you know, not only does Flick have a massive hurt box here, but you can also probably just flick a lot of what Faust does. Like right there, that mini Faust counts as a projectile, so you Baba able to flick it and end up able to reverse a situation where, you know, Lurry had some pressure going, had some of their game plan, but Baba able to just kind of throw them around.
Here we go, going to jail you in with that hammer, going to keep it going. Baba does have some resources to spend, and we're going to start it with the YRC, but Lurry, with that mind read, saw that pop buster coming, had the jump ready, and also the RC to keep the combo going just in case. We're going to the last round.
Round 3, first game. Lurry starting it off strong with a couple counter hits. Mini Faust still on board. I like that recognition from Baba. Saw that Lurry was kind of sitting up in the sky, not wanting to get caught by any of the trumpets, and just deciding to 5P there.
I like that. And this time, Mini Faust paying off for us. Going to turn into a block string. Oh, guess for game. What side am I on? You can't even see. Baba does have the tension and the burst, rather the deflect shield to spend if we have to. But Baba's so good at holding that W key, we may see these resources spent aggressively. Lurry able to back dash that hammerfall full screen, that slide head, excuse me. and then sealing the round. Great stuff right there from Lurry. Some heads-up play.
Heads up play indeed. Lurry able to, you know, deal with pot, not let Baba do what they want, get in as much as they want. Just kind of moving around. This music's kind of fire.
Yeah, actually. I'm like, now I'm listening to it. Yeah. The intro is a banger. Here we go. Oh, okay, great. Far slash into mix right there, calling out the armor, but Baba. Okay, that went weird back and forth, right? So Lurry's mix didn't keep going, so Baba was going to take advantage of it, but then the trumpet covered our bases, and now it turns into a wall break for the Faust. Man, that's so awesome about Faust, by the way. It's like those scrambling situations can be so insane. I don't know who's going to come out on top.
Especially with the items in play as well, like things just get insanely random. We do have a trumpet stocked as well, so a bit of that controlled chaos if we want to try to take advantage of it. Baba just claiming the neutral, however, and able to close out that round. Trumpet will not get to be played. No musically here. It's one thing I like about Faust as well is you'll see a bomb come out and suddenly becomes a Mario Party game of who plays chicken and smacks it first.
Oh, that was an awesome flick right there, and then the PRC to keep your pot buster safe. YRC, good defensive mechanics come out from both of our players, just trying to keep on top of this round. Baba does have that momentum, but Lurry trying to slow you down with these command grabs. Gets the reset as well. That's a mental hit.
The hairdo wasn't good enough. Let me try again. Ooh. Gonna get the kill. Flicks the hammer. Jumps out, not dealing with Scarecrow, but ends up getting caught by the bat. Swing bada bada for the fences into the next round.
Good reaction to that Mega Fist. The Wild Assault gets that counter hit. We didn't get a nice follow-up after, but we're going to keep that pressure going. Was able to get the 100-ton weight, but you can flick that? I didn't even know you could flick that.
Potemkin's up. Big arms, big fingers, strong. Tries to go for the corner swap route. Doesn't get the route, but ends up getting the corner swap anyway. There's that pod armor coming through, but we're able to cancel it into a bit of a mix scenario. Now that Afro's up, getting that second command grab. We're looping it at Street Fighter 6. Getting that Afro on fire. Goes for the JD routing. Goes for the item super.
Playing some Mario Party out here. Lurry got you with that cross-up 2K PRC. Baba waiting to I holding on to that burst. Gonna take it to the next game. Lurry, great stuff right there. And it started off with that cross-up 2K PRC.
Nice little PRC action. You know, just get that round down. Ollie and Chess saying, take notes, optimal. I got my pen and pad out.
And Cheryo gonna come up, say, I gotta fight Tenack again, ain't no way. And then Brian says, it was gonna be Ram regardless. It was gonna be Ram. No worries. Meteor coming out. Getting some bounces here against his Baba. Hammer trying to jail you in full screen. Gonna call out that slide head with the jump in. Burst to try to get some distance here. Lurry keeping it calm. Jumping in though, getting that counter hit with the JD. Through a trumpet, unfortunately, but the Wild Assault gets that counter hit. This time, we get the snip confirmed.
Doesn't go for the air dash JD shenanigans. Goes for a little bit of a 2K OTG. Lets us keep it going. Setting up some scenario here. Goes for a command grab again. Able to PRC it. And we go for a Scarecrow PRC command grab. We're just, you know, we need some practice. We're opening up a barbershop. Mini Faust on deck. Neutral is ours.
Shield in here. Baba not getting too antsy on defense, though, by the way. Look at that, bro. Checking with that 2S and then still reacting in time to flick the 100-ton weight. We are so good with these flicks.
That's something I feel like Baba's been on point, as you said, with those flicks, just not having to deal with much of really any item, just due to being able to flick those. And I feel like that might be a factor in what makes this matchup maybe a bit difficult for Faust, is that a lot of those items that end up mattering in terms of controlling space end up being just flicked away.
Ooh, going for the double flick right there. Lurry going to try to fight you back. 5D is going to be the mix, and depending on the routing, this could possibly be it. Lurry is going to move on through this loser side of the bracket, 3-0. I'm praying for that Tenack win one day. Is it going to be this week? We'll have to see. They got to get through Cheryo first. Girly teen girl on the right side of the screen. TNS Cheryo starting off strong, getting that burst.
Just taking that burst early. And one thing as well is that this is a run back from top 8 qualifiers. Gonna be some action here. PRC on the sword. Hits the air dash back, little JK. Windshield wiper, no sword, so a bit lower damage, but we're getting some more of it in that counter hit. Nice little RC there, looking to close out the round. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to due to guts, and it barely doesn't kill due to scaling.
Oh, that was dirty. We saw Cheryo pull out that BRC, that quick BRC JD in a previous round. Did so right there to get a tick throw in, which was crazy. On this Pixel and a Dream, can we make it happen? Tenack missing that H sword, but the H sword was there, so the JH comes out and seals that round.
The H sword might have not come out, but the JH, you know, came in the spirit of the H sword. Burst bay there. Morto Bato routing, hard knockdown. Choosing to go for that close slash meaty, trying to go for some stagger. Escapes with 2P, not able to enforce our pressure because we whiff a behemoth. It's up, looking kind of scary here. Blocks the tap dust. I'm not reacting to it. Overhead behemoth.
Yo, someone made a tweet the other day, was like, hey, maybe we should, no, who was it? It was, I was watching SQ stream, and I think that she was like speaking to a chat and said, something like, what if we nerfed a JD and made it, excuse me, what if we nerfed 5D and made it like 23 frames or something? And I remember sitting there in silence thinking like, damn, it would still hit me every time. that 5D would still hit me every single time, bro. You make that 5D a second long, and I'd sit there and watch it take me out. Cheryo, while I'm talking, able to take this round, evening it up, bringing us to the last one of game 1.
Nice throw on that behemoth. Tries to maybe go for a run up, trying to maybe bait out a throw there, doing that instant air dash back, going for a wall break, has enough meter to do maybe a BRC drift forward, decides to just go for a little bit of a run up far slash, and we're chilling out. I like that little just standoff. It's always scary when that happens because you don't know what's going to happen next. Burst out. Choosing to back off after White Wild Assault. It is minus. That Morto Bato finding its mark, and we're just enforcing our pressure, our space here, and Tenack taking the game.
Yeah, starting with that punish on the Morto Bato, man. Great stuff from Tenack. Great answer.
I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing this round. Definitely took that knowledge, a lot of the knowledge that we've seen, potentially from that initial top 8 qualifier set, and just applying it really wherever they can.
We'll have to see what answers come out. I mean, this is been a strong start so far. Going to that last round, that was a long first game, Etiquette, I gotta say. And then Cheryo gonna stay on top of you, spending that White Wild Assault Tenack, spending that burst early also. I mean, spend it early, right? Because spending it early, you're able to get it more often. But of course, then you lose options on that Wild Assault and that Deflect Shield. So it is a kiss and a curse. Cheryo walking into the corner, getting that counter hit on the BT, going to get the wall splat as well. Great start for this Goldlewis.
great start and also just did so much damage off of that. But a little JH of our own out here getting some damage going. Stuck in Goldlewis pressure, still unfortunately end up getting caught doing deflect shield. Now we're bouncing all around town for a quick game 2, evening it up.
Holy moly. Cheryo saying, oh man, I don't even know, dude. Cheryo just clapping right there. Baiting that deflect shield. That's the first deflect shield we've seen in a few rounds, by the way, in a few sets, I'll say. Mika-chan coming in. Go, go. Yo, Mika-chan, every time there's a Goldlewis on the screen, I know Mika-chan's in the chat.
The Goldlewis GOAT. Shouting their support from the rooftops in chat. Mika-chan.
We'll see. Baba drunk streaming right now? Wait, Baba's streaming? Baba drunk streaming right now. He's playing Tourney on hard mode. Yo, we gotta shout out. Yo, what's Baba's Twitch stream? We gotta shout him out. And here we go. We're talking about two different players. We got Tenack. We got Cheryo. Blocking out these BTs. FDing it back. JD's gonna pick us up, man. This is going to be a gnarly wall splat, a lot of damage, hard knock down the boot. Cheryo going crazy right now.
That route did so much damage and it looks so cool. That just thrusting that coffin forward and ended up confirming with the back of one of the behemoths. Throwing that rock out, trying to get that neutral game. Ends up getting caught backdashing by the gun, spending our security to close that out. Cheryo looking to get up a game. Not low crushing anything today. No 5k action for you. Blocking everything out. The chip damage is still insane. It's still Goldlewis. Counter hit comes out. Risk is insanely high. Not enough to kill though. Wall broke maybe a bit earlier than Cheryo wanted. He had about one more hit there. Would have killed, but it doesn't matter anyway. A quick perfect for Cheryo to move up game the 2-1.
Man, Medikit, those last two games I think were as long as that first game. That is
true,
crazy.
Actually, hold on.
That is insane. Cheryo kind of exploding right there in these last two games. I'll keep it a buck, playing really solid.
Very solid indeed. Definitely, you know, Tenack took that first game, and then Cheryo just kind of, yeah, I don't want to say lack for a better term, just locked in, and suddenly it's been, you know, all Cheryo.
And here we go. Tenack going and taking a breather. Taking a second. I would say changing the color, but Tenack is loyal to that purple Ramlethal. So we'll see. Maybe I jinxed it. We'll see. Cheryo with a really strong comeback right now. Tenack trying to ice us down a bit. And that's the strat, man. That's what you got to do. If someone's exploding on you like that, especially a Goldlewis, you got to take a second, got to take that breath. But Cheryo saying, hey, I'm still here, I'm still hot, and I'm going to go ahead and get that burst from you.
Burst is gone, and one thing I liked that I saw as we were just taking a look at this the Goldlewis pressure was that just that behemoth gets blocked. All right, run up throw. It works. No one's expecting it.
And just like that, we're on set point all of a sudden, Medikit. Really strong plays from this Goldlewis, but Tenack gonna get you down with that H sword. Close enough to the wall to where Cheryo had to respect that block after. Good defense coming out. Tenack wasn't able to get the hit, and Cheryo answering the rock by jumping forward. JK, that was cool.
That's one thing I like about just Goldlewis as well, but just the answers to rock are insanely cool because you can just hop on over. You see that little JK from Goldlewis to end up beating it out, and as I was talking, Cheryo taking the set 3-1
on SQ in this winners finals against RedIAmNot.
Two very insane players, and both definitely just having the ability to just take it all if they wanted. You see, the last time I was on, SQ had taken it. SQ looking to, you know, get back in that grand final spot. RedIAmNot looking to also, well, just, hey, get back in there. It's looking to gonna be difficult as the Ram damage, pressure, and neutral will get back positive bonus. There's a little PRC mix action for us. Just back in that neutral. We're wave dashing yet again.
Oh, didn't even need to wait for the pop from that H sword. Just went straight into the wipers. Red holding on to that burst. Gonna call out that 5K with a far slash. SQ wants the burst to keep her momentum going. S sword to keep you jailed in. Everyone's doing a great job dealing with this S sword tonight, Metakid. I've seen some Jeeklys where that S sword has been lethal, but tonight everyone's been locked in on that defense, Red included.
Yeah, and that's one thing as well is if you if you know at least where it's going to happen, or if you can just react to it, there's a lot of those options you can do, like to say rock, or just a lot of what Ram does as well, to kind of just, you know, try to take your turn back. Because if you don't, you end up in a situation where, you know, Ram's just running haywire and you're blocking for 45 seconds. And RedIAmNot definitely, as we're showing, using burst there, definitely does not want that to happen.
We do have that 100 tension. We just need a chance to spend it. So SQ probably on top of that meter advantage wants to keep Red down. Super PRC can come out, or Super Red RC, any way to keep it safe. SQ with some good FD blocks, trying to keep herself safe from these BTs. That overhead does clip, and the throw seals the round. Great stuff from Red as we go to this last round of Game 1 and winners finals of the JKLY 45.
I know Mika-chan's in the chat, like, you know, we're just rooting as hard as they can right now. I'm not looking at the moment, I'm just assuming. Winners final, trying to get a Goldlewis, trying to manifest Goldlewis in Grands. That risk is cranked. Spends burst, not having to deal with the risk anymore. Throws out rock there, not BRC overhead, not finding our mark. Their second overhead finds it, however. And they're stuck to the wall. Not enough meter for a hard knockdown, but we're getting that positive bonus. We're going to get that meter soon enough.
And I like that Red trying to stay on top of that White Wild Assault. We're spending both of our specials back and forth now. Unfortunately, not going to be able to have access to those swords anymore. Now that you've spent that S-Sword PRC, didn't get too much of a payoff after. But of course, Red, so low on HP, SQ just trying to fish for that one hit to seal this game. Red's got you in these throw loops, though, stealing the corner. The cross-up getting nulled by that deflect shield. Nice air pickup in the link, 2K. Holy shit!
What a confirm.
Damn!
Oh, 2K and a swang in that.
Holy shit, dude. Bink, bonk, bam. Oh my god. All right, that was clean.
I know Mika-chan's happy saying, mind the gap.
Well, no, for real though, that was an awesome round. Both our players, no bias, just hype as hell. Is that air pickup? Definitely some of my favorite moments in Strive are those air pickups into grounded combos, especially when you're linking it off of 2K. That is crazy. Round start here, pretty modest. SQ looking for a whiff punish with that far slash, paying off by getting this pressure, but Red with a nice just block gets some distance, has to spend that burst up to the counter hit. S-Sword going to be spent. You gotta wait for the comeback. You can't pick it up anymore, but SQ doesn't care about that. Gets the wall break regardless.
Quickly, Goldlewis has been whittled down to about half. Positive bonus, tap does find its mark, getting definitely below half now. Finds enough meter to go for that Morto Botto. Could be a very scary situation, might just go for that close slash. No, going for that rock, not wanting to risk any reversals coming out. Tap dust finds its mark again, and that's looking to be a closeout to the first round of, I want to say, game 2.
Yeah, man. SQ with a perfect answering back saying, yo, Jeek, you popped off way too hard, homie, at that last round. Look at me getting these perfects. Look at me doing this clapback. Red trying to get on top of SQ, trying to get her over to this wall. SQ spending that Wild Assault to try to confirm off of a far slash hit. It's going to be able to do so with this S-Sword wall swap. That's a cool route.
It's an insanely cool route. I actually didn't know you could do that. Explosion ends up breaking the wall. We still have our meter. We're just getting about 100 tension here. Still have positive bonus. Can I just cook up with that Morto Botto to take game 2?
Great
replying
stuff.
back. Saying, I'm still here, I'm still present, I can still win this. I'm down a game, but I'm not down too much.
And in fact, Medikit, looking at the life totals, it was basically a double perfect. Getting the true perfect in that first round. That second round, just some chip damage was all SQ had on her health bar. So getting one on the board, matching Red's score. We'll have to see how this pans out. I don't want to say the record off the top of my head and be wrong, but these players have played many times before, especially in this winner's final spot. So definitely not surprised to see them here again.
100% as well, and that's something as well, when you end up fighting each other just so many times in bracket, or just, you know, in general, you might start the match off maybe at a deeper layer, you know, instead of like having to do with layer 1, you're back at like layer 3 maybe. Just kind of fun. There's that sword present, explosion coming up. I like that PRC back, choosing to catch that backdash. Not backdash, sorry, air dash. Cross up that time. That's one thing as well, is I've noticed about a few characters. You see May has it as well, but Goldlewis, with that, I want to say it's JH, I forget exactly which button the spinny one is. There's a lot of characters have those, just those left rights you kind of have to deal with, like a fair amount.
Right here. Try to get those cross-ups paying off. SQ just won on a pixel, by the way. SQ with -1 HP running away with that round. What a close one. Red on the same side. SQ with some good blocks. Did the security cancel to keep that behemoth going right while it's up with a counter hit. Trying to walk you down this screen. SQ with a good mash back. All the swords are spent, but it pays off. Going to turn into a wall splat. Great stuff.
A nice little bit of damage as the reward, a far slash counter hit. Look at that ERC overhead. Red able to escape. Or just kind of chilling out, getting that security's at level 3. We can put out that drone. It's a big neutral tool. We're backing up, not to deal with it. 6P catches out our escape attempt. Windshield wipers. Is that little cross up? I'm getting hit. I get hit by that, I think, actually every time.
I don't like keeping track because it demoralizes me. Oh, spending both our BRCs back and forth. But SQ spending her second, able to see that Red committed to that 2P, pays off with that back throw, get another game on the board.
That is up 2-1. SQ. Needed that data round. From there, I mean, as you look at the life totals, it was definitely a lot lower there. But still a very dominating performance this set.
What's going on, Immortal Sovereign? What's going on, Sovereign, with the exclamation point bracket? The link works this time, by the way. Not my first time streaming, but here we go. SQ with that wild assault to stay on top of you. S-Sword to jail you in, and that throw post S-Sword is so cheap, man. Red with some good defense, but it's hard to fight through that SQ stagger. Great stuff. Gets the hard knockdown as well. Positive bonus cranking. Red does have that guts to fight back. The burst is well to spend if we decide to. Maybe we'll take it to the next round. SQ not able to get the kill here, but the positive bonus is still looping.
With SQ, like with that burst in play, choosing a Red chose not to spend it. One thing as well is earlier you saw SQ just very quickly confirm into burst, try not to give Red the time to even think about spending it as it comes out now. That looks so cool.
Man, Ramlethal combos, man. I don't know. I don't know how it feels to player. I don't know if Ramlethal players like playing those combos in those routes, but they, as a spectator, as a commentator, as a fan of the game, man, Ramlethal combos look so good. So does everyone's combos. Red right here sending you through this wall. Needs one more hit to seal it. SQ going to stay on top of you with that BRC. 5D is going to be the mix. S-Sword into this 6H as well. Man, that looks crazy. Didn't get the hit with the 5H. The walk-up super. What's happening, Medikit?
What's happening is that little behemoth, the tap of the toes. Red is still alive. SQ still on set point. I love the vision of just have a 100-meter run up invul super. So it's just kind of like, hey, if you press, you get caught. If you don't, well, I'm still plus, I'm still in. Forcing to spend burst here, not wanting to get in too bad of a situation here earlier. Jeek, that drone's out, low on security. We can't cover ourselves at the moment.
Oh, man. Oh, I love SQ confirming into that Daro. That's not an easy input, man. That far slash in the Daro, but of course it goes into a nice string after. Right on top of you with this JD far slash for the counter hit. SQ has to spend that tension to block out these BTs, and the counter hits are coming out. Red's walked you down all the way to the corner. You're spending this tension to stay alive, and now you have none to mix or kill with. Red looking pretty good here, but the life total is pretty similar.
Love that, just that jump out to escape. RedIAmNot, though, saying, Red, I am not out. He's getting back in that ram pressure, though, not getting for a throw attempt. PRC on the sword, ends up getting caught by the low, and that is SQ in grand finals, taking the game 4 in a very close last round that honestly could have gone either way.
We got RFL Lurry coming in here on this Faust. And then we got our friend Cheryo coming in on this Goldlewis. Do y'all like Goldlewis? You better. Here we go.
If you like him or not, he's here, and he's here with a coffin trying to send us all home tonight. Lurry, though, not letting that happen, giving him a new fro.
Here we go.
It's that drone.
Walking down with that drone. I like that from Lurry, just throwing those items, trying to get something good out. And that meteor, good answer to that drone, but the ping pong pays off for Cheryo. The Afro, I think, extending our hurt box a bit, so the bomb still did connect. Lurry capitalizing on this next hit, sealing the round, but it was looking kind of fun there for a second.
A little Mario Party with the bomb. Definitely think it was, as you said, that extended hurt box on that Afro that allowed that to happen. But Cheryo not taking that loss too heavily here as we're cooking up. Looking pretty good in this round here. Just needs one more clean hit, and that'll do it to even up the round count for our first game with a perfect.
Man, these Goldlewises, they're so explosive, man. Seen a lot of good Goldlewis tonight. Cheryo been playing out of their mind. But Lurry, here on this Faust, bro, you didn't think that you'd be playing in a bracket for $200 against a Faust player. But here we are. It was Lurry, of course, playing out of their mind, blocking out these BTs. Cheryo building up that tension to try to turn it into some mix. PRC to drift forward to keep those BTs going. Lurry with an awesome check on that 5K.
It's a great check there, and Cheryo with a good check of their own on the 2P on the Scarecrow, not getting caught by any PRCs today. Lurry with a double command grab. We've seen a fair amount of those tonight. Maybe go for the JD there. And that nice fuzzy there, looking for that burst. It came out. I didn't even, hold on. Faust can crawl under gunfire?
Oh, yeah. I find myself regularly surprised at what you can crawl in Faust, but those Faust players, man, that's a mechanic you got to take advantage of. You got to get people lacking with what you can crawl and what you can't. Cheryo on a pixel, not able to get out of that corner. Lurry saying, sit down, homie. Slam dunks you. Gets the first game on the board.
First game on the board. That 2P Cheryo was able to mash out as you're taking a look on the replay here. Just not able to get like that confirm after the first counter hit 2P, which allowed Lurry to get that air throw to secure that first game. What a nail biter. Oh hey, it's Skulldugger's in chat.
Oh man, first all the Goldlewises show up. Now all the Faust players show up. I'm not complaining. You guys are in the right spot. It's the Jeekly 45. We're playing for $200.
Tried to golf club the bomb away. Call it Pangya. Like that gold burst, not trying to eat anything. I like that reaction there. I like that check. Be like, hey, my command grab PRC, deciding not to let it go to waste there. Ooh, that's the The cross-up meteor was blocked. Defense on Cheryo kind of going crazy.
Oh, that double snip, man. Lurry was getting away with those double snips earlier. And it's a mental hit, bro. It's a mental hit. It doesn't just deal the damage. It's like, oh, man, when am I supposed to jump? When am I supposed to backdash? Lurry on top of you, in your head with those snips, taking that round.
Snip, 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 snipping away at your life bar. Unlike Goldlewis, who's just chunking it away. We're balling, we're dribbling, we're wall splatting into the churn. You know, how strong do you have to be? Like, what does your willpower need to be to break your glasses through sheer like willpower?
Man, you gotta want it pretty bad to do that, and I think Cheryo's definitely in that boat. Lurry on a pixel. Definitely wanted that bomb to somehow steal the round for us, but Lurry on top of it, throwing out some good items here too with that meteor into the hammer. Back crawling that meteor to stay alive, which means we get to save the tension as well and confirm that scarecrow hit. Great stuff. Okay.
It's looking kind of rough. Cheryo was kind of locked in that position there, had that banana peel right out there, so he could just run out, which allowed Lurry to kind of just, you know, chill out a bit, you know, maybe cover any air options that might erupt. Cheryo now in a rough position, choosing a gold burst. There comes the Skyfish, the laser, and the laser chip damage ends up closing out that round, evening up the total for Cheryo as we get into round 3.
Man, no bias, bro, but Lurry was on 1 HP for like 30 seconds. So definitely, unfortunately, could not take that one out. Cheryo fans are definitely rooting for this Goldlewis, though. Not able to get the drone out in time, or at least in a way that would keep us safe from that thrust. And now that mini Faust is on the other side of the screen, you got to keep that mental stack of when he's going to walk over and do some damage. Here he comes!
Confirm off the mini Faust. We throw trumpet. Goldlewis has trumpet, so we're going to see maybe Cheryo jump. No, goes for a scarecrow. There was that mix. Goes into a 2K. There's that 100-ton weight. There's that guard crush. Into that snip. We're going to see another one. We've seen a few of them. We're going to see that JD. There's that JD going for that fuzzy. Chooses to back off. Cheryo ends up getting sniped anyway, letting Lurry get the space for the item super. Mini Faust is still up.
Hey, good answer right there from Cheryo, 6Ping that 5K from Lurry. Lurry just wants to get one more hit to take it. I think any button would do it. Maybe two 2Ps would have to be necessary. Lurry trying to make Cheryo guess for game. That JD clipping would have been nice. Cheryo just needs one good behemoth at this point, but the far slash seals it. The mini Faust would have covered our bases. Great stuff right there from Lurry, getting another game on the board.
That felt like a grand finals reset kind of match.
Dude, I mean, Medikit, dude. Lurry was on 1 HP for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So I thought we were about to run away with that one a lot earlier. So I mean, definitely Cheryo making Lurry work for it. Now we have to see what adaptations we're gonna make here in this game 3, man. We've seen some crazy comebacks tonight. We'll have to see if Cheryo is gonna join that list and knock out this Faust.
If anybody can do it, it's definitely Cheryo can do it. Definitely shown some tenacity.
Nice.
To be able to kind of play through it here, throwing out the bomb. Playing back here, that 5K catching us. Quick little stop sign button, especially on Faust with how big it is. That JD counter hit, maybe try to jump and be scared of that bomb. There's that thrust coming out. I'm liking how much like Lurry's just been able to escape, not really having to deal with Goldlewis pressure too much. Ooh. 6P coming out here. Like that 5P to catch the behemoth, eating the item, so we have trumpet in play. Potentially. There's that 100-ton weight coming out. It's going to land before Cheryo can do much. Back throw's not going to get hit by any command grabs, anything of the sort. Nothing at all. Tries to go for maybe a trade confirm. There's Mini Faust. That's a snip, snip, snip. For it, I was gonna say for that kill, the OTG is going to do it.
Crazy stuff, man. A lot of normals being traded back and forth. Both of our players opting for that distance. Lurry can check you with that bar slasher 2H. Cheryo can do so with some behemoths or back up and set a drone like we saw. This time the bomb paying off for Lurry. The bananas zoning out this Goldlewis a little bit. Afro applied. We'll have to see if it changes the course of this match. I like those checks with those jump JDs from Cheryo saying, I know I got the Afro homie, but I'm not afraid.
Not afraid at all. It's allowed us to get a chunk of Lurry's life out here, but that's a meteor. Bursting through the meteors to not take the damage, not let Lurry get any of that advantage accrued from that scenario there. And we have level 3 security of our own. Bit of a scrambly situation as we're trying to backdash here. Ends up getting the throw, maybe a bit scared of the snip. Goes for the command grab. PRC scaling's pretty high. This is going to be a one more interaction for game here. But we've seen, hey, we've seen 1 HP rounds go extremely far. Item super. There's a 5k to catch it. Caught Cheryo walking forward, and that is Lurry.
And we got another big body matchup. Medikit called it out earlier. Lurry had to beat Baba on that Potemkin. Cheryo on the Goldlewis. And what do you know it? We got another one to fight. RedIAmNot ready to cook, ready to keep going through this bracket if they can help it, winning the last Jeekly. But going down to SQ in winners finals. She's sitting up there pretty, waiting to take out whoever comes up. And Lurry right now in this corner getting jailed down by these bombs. Farstash's going to get the pickup. RedIAmNot going to send you through the wall.
And it's just been like 10-20 seconds and the round's already over. It didn't even get to 80. 5k, bit of a low crush. Tries to go for, I don't know if that was like a backbreaker attempt or just hit same side. We're just getting that pressure. It's a damage, just a 2-hit combo with the OTG. And that's looking to be a kill. What a quick first game, Jeek.
Game? Oh my lord. I looked away for 1 second. That was the whole game. You weren't kidding.
You get a drink of water and suddenly it's over. We're back in the lobby.
Damn, sending us back to the lobby already. It's like when you're playing a battle royale and you land, there's no guns, you get sent right back to the lobby. Oh well, we go again. We still got a few more games to go regardless. Lurry taking out a previous Goldlewis. We got to see if he can do it again. Red's going to walk you down this screen though. White Wallaceall comes out, gets that counter hit. Lurry does have that burst in a moment. We'll have to see if we have to spend it. But of course, if we can do something nifty with this Afro, looks like it's going to go against us with that JK from Red.
It's a little JK there. I was wondering if it was actually going to be able to confirm with drone. Just ended up being a bit too much time. But able to get a quick confirm into a route into a kill pretty quickly. It's a 3-step program. Round 2 here, nice little 6H hit here, get a bit of that stagger. Drone is out, ends up White wild assaulting through it anyway, trying to maybe catch a button being pressed to stop drone. That's something I like that I've seen from RedIAmNot so far, is just the ability to, as we saw in like the game with Cheryo, Lurry's been deftly able to deal with the Goldlewis neutral, and Red's just been able to force their way in this set. But either way, it doesn't look like it's been working out this round, as Lurry's been able to BRC twice and secure the kill.
Sending a little bit of a message with that one right there. That was definitely a funny one right there. Good stuff right there from Lurry. But it started off with a really cool interaction with that double 5P after the BRC slowdown. Unfortunately, the bomb catching your thrust there. Red trying to walk you to this corner. Double bombs, triple bombs on the screen. Oh my lord.
Was that quadruple bombs?
What, maybe it was 4. It was enough to push back that Goldlewis. This Scarecrow PRC gets the mix. Lurry's going to take you to the corner. Not enough the wall splat, but enough time to throw this banana. It's going to jail you in at least. Not the most impressive item, but it's working here. Lurry's taking advantage of it, but Red mashing out of this corner, using these behemoths to beat you up.
The security cancels gets us all the way into winning the game 2.
Man, this game is cool, bro.
It's such an insane game. It's so cool because you look at it's the one thing I really love about fighting games as well is you look at two characters played by two separate people, just completely different, and they're played in maybe such different ways or in such different approaches on how you approach neutral or how you approach certain situations, where it allows a lot of that individual expression, which allows a lot of these really cool sets we're seeing tonight, and also run up command grab, get him a new throw.
Yeah, Lurry really violent with those run up snips and the re-snips as well. They're getting a lot of mileage off that command grab, and you kind of have to, right? Like if you're picking Faust, bro, it's because you want to use every tool, and you're going to use every tool to the biggest of its ability. I like that string right there, using the follow-up to go ahead and push Red over to the corner, but of course we're playing a little bit of ping pong. This time we do block that Scarecrow PRC, but the JD seals that round. Lurry with a really long perfect.
I was honestly halfway waiting just to see if Mini Faust would come up, because I saw him just walk into the other side of the screen. I was getting kind of scared when Red started backing up. Just goes for that flight out, chilling in front of the yo-yo. Mini Faust lands on Red, instantly activating, getting a jail. That's gonna be a wall stick into a nice 6H. I love that sound when it hits. It's such cool sound design.
Ooh, that PRC slow down. Still able to weave in the low. Look at that damage, bro. Holy moly. Gotta hold this meaty laser. And the cross-up JH does some damage. Lurry wants to burst to try to slow some things down. Of course, if we can just get one good string on this Goldlewis, it would be curtains. But Red just needs a good mash out of the corner if it's possible. Either player's game here. Red on a pixel. Lurry, how are you gonna get it? Good just blocks, by the way.
Chilling out, I'm liking the backdash. Trying to get Red to whiff and then whiff punish, but Red able to get in and secure the round. That was another 1 HP scenario.
Man. 1 HP in a dream. Don't let that get to you. Tie those shoes, tie those kicks. Oh, okay, yeah, guess for game, man. Those meteors are so sick, especially when you get that blind cross-up with the Scarecrow. Lurry gonna capitalize here, getting this hard knockdown. We gotta see what Red answers with.
That's a hard knockdown. Could be potentially a scary situation. Maybe you go for another snip. White Wild Assault on the thrust. Get a nice corner swap here. Suddenly it became extremely scary for Lurry. There's that laser setup. I'm going to block it. What's that mix?
Oh, man.
Throw.
Dude, throwing Blue Wild Assault, that's saying I know what you were going to do.
Mika-chan, you got to put all your energy. You want your Goldlewis goat. And Marky, the SQ supporter, the SQ veteran, I suppose. Putting all the energy in chat as we get into hits this year.
Here in grand finals of the JKLY 45, man. Definitely been quite an adventure here tonight. Appreciate all the support from the chatters, from the players, from y'all watching this VOD later down the line. For everyone who contributed to the Matcherino, shouts to Marky for a fat contribution, by the way. For those that bought the shirts, for those that clicked the codes, for those that just have us in your thoughts and prayers. The JKLY 45 here to stay. SQ trying to jail you down with these S swords. Got you in the corner with the H sword, but Red with a good block on that 5D.
Nice little BRC there, able to catch the JD startup with a 6P. Get a nice counter hit route here, looking to kill. It's a quick round 1 here. spending our Wild Assault, getting our pressure set up early. There's that throw. It's devious, especially on Ramlethal. Catches the backdash with an air JS. Not going for throw this time, going for some of that stagger. Red doesn't have meter to really contest. Oh, look at the Kara Rekka 1. Risk is cranked. Any opening's gonna hurt. We had to spend burst.
Trying to get in with that JD, but SQ had a second to spend that S sword. Gonna go ahead and confirm that windshield wiper in. Still don't have the S sword though, by the way. That's why this new Season 4 Ramlethal is so resource intensive. SQ navigating it flawlessly. Getting this throw as soon as we got that S sword back. Good block on that low from RedIAmNot. Getting out of this corner. Great stuff.
The flex shield making that behemoth whiff. Then we're just backing up and just get a little hop over. Ramlethal definitely has the button to do it. Now we're just suddenly in the other corner running that pressure. I like that patience waiting for Red to try to whiff something. Jake, we're just going corner to corner.
Corner to corner, back and forth. Oh, whoa. That route was cool. The behemoth into the 2H slam right after.
Knock you into the ground, then bounce you right back up. But SQ is like, hey, that's too cool. Can't be doing that. Too flashy. Get out of here. My game.
Said, hey, you having too much fun over there, friend. You're having too much fun. Yeah, exactly. This is my game. Hold on. Now, just a reminder, y'all. If you're not hip, here in these situations, RedIAmNot coming from that loser side of the bracket. No derogatory, not loser derogatory, but just saying where they came from the bracket. They're going to have to win 2 sets here against SQ. SQ, of course, only needing 1. So with that first game lead, SQ setting herself up for a quick grand finals. RedIAmNot has a mountain to climb. But we've seen this Goldlewis cook before. We saw this Goldlewis win the Jeekly last week. We'll have to see if we can do it again here. SQ holding on to this burst through the wall. We'll have to see if she needs to hold it the whole round. One more hit should do it, and the 6-piece seals it.
Does Goldlewis give the alien a little thumbs up during the 6P animation?
Oh, does he? Oh, I had to check that one out in the freeze frame to see.
Kind of cool. You know what else is cool? Getting this Morto Botto route into the hard knockdown. Red, very quick into this round 2 here, looking to be dead.
Man. Dog. SQ with a really quick perfect right there. Red warming up with that first round. SQ trying to calm them down again. And that's what we saw in the last game, right? Red with a really strong first round. SQ claiming them back.
Choosing to keep the meter there. Just choosing to have that. We have the meter there to do that windshield wiper RC and still have that tension. Trying to, as you said, just calm Red down. Get that containment. Keep them jailed. As we know, Red definitely likes to spend the options where they can. And they definitely have the resources to do that now. Got that 50 meter, got that security, got that deflect shield. Ends up getting caught trying to white Wild Assault by the 5H. And that's SQ up 2-0. Grand Finals, the Jeekly 45.
Here we go. SQ trying to fight for this payout. RedIAmNot gonna need an answer here against SQ. Now, SQ also, by the way, really clean with those dashback JKs. That's what started that first interaction. She'll do that S sword, jump, dashback JK to catch you with that overhead. Killing people all night with it. Doing so here in Grand Finals.
Definitely seen a ton of success. And Red just needs to find an answer. And this is a good start. Getting that chip damage, getting that chunk out. Keeping the corner pressure, getting that behemoth wall stick. Just gonna means this super's gonna do a ton of damage because it doesn't have that much scaling.
Ooh.
A little run up 2K.
That run up 2K.
Little tippy tap.
Yeah, the foot tap, the footsies. That's our Guilty Gear Strive footsies. White Wild Assault to try to keep you jailed in. SQ taking her turn back. Reminder, y'all, you got to take your turn back into that White Wild Assault. Now, I know we're all traumatized from Season 3, but...
Oh, I like that decision. Just going for that Rekka 2 into that OTG close slash just to keep that corner pressure. Which, honestly, in the situation is probably good. You probably want that wall splat when you're either confident's going to kill or you're in that scenario where it ends up wall splatting. Get that hard knockdown. Either way, you're in a better position. Now we're just back in that corner anyway. And as you said, that overhead, that it's either that 2K or that backdash JK, seeing a ton of success, and it still doesn't kill. Just one more interaction.
We're buying some distance with this drone, but SQ with that jump JH puts herself on tournament point, y'all. There's a lot of money in the prize pool. This tournament was for fun, I swear. I didn't realize the stakes would be this high, y'all. Shout out to everyone who contributed to the Matcherino, and shout out to that burst, able to get the JD even though the S sword was out. SQ not having any swords and getting sent through the wall. Oh man, this one's gonna hurt. Red with a really good round so far. We have to close it out to keep SQ from winning this tournament.
Since that one interaction there. I saw that goes for that backdash VRC just to try to avoid burst. There's that wall break. No hard knockdown, however, so Red could just have an option. Tries to 2K. Tries to go for it to beat that like a drift BRC forward. Ends up going for the sword. Last guess for game interaction. There's that rock. Burst gets baited. Bar slash kills RedIAmNot, and SQ takes the Jeekly 45. That was an insane set. That last grand finals match. SQ just had Goldlewis on lock. Definitely took the experience from that match earlier and just like, all right, I know what you're doing today. I'm cooking up.
Thanks for enjoying the Jeekly 45, y'all. Tomorrow's going to be the Jeekly Academy. Next week is the Jeekly switched up. I'm going to put all the graphics on the screen. And anyways, have a great weekend, y'all. Peace out.